Hey Ben, what's the Astec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Astec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Astec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
And we welcome you all to the Astec Safety Challenge Championship Final. Let me hear you out there, Lloydminster. Make some noise. I think we could do a little bit better than that, maybe. Championship Final. Let's have one more go at it here, Lloyd. Let's go. Live from the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center, my name is Evan Dagenhart from 106.1 The GOAT here in Lloyd. Thank you for being with us today and supporting curling in our community and across the world. International flavor throughout the entire 4 days. It's been unbelievable. And thank you to all the volunteers. Over 100 volunteers here. How about a round of applause for all the volunteers here for this event? We've been treated to 4 days of world-class curling and sportsmanship. The hardware is officially out. You can see to my right here. Hardware is here. $59,000 combined prize purse final. How about that? $59,000. $35,000 in additional money for the winner of this championship final. And it all comes down to this. Team McEwen versus Team Dunstone. Couple more rocks here left to finish, and I think maybe we can see where the support's at. So round of applause and some cheers if you are here cheering on Team Dunstone. And how about Team McEwen? It makes a little sense given where they're curling out of, I think, a little bit more close to home here for us. As we wait for the players to finish their final stones, we will get ready for an introduction and bring the players in to set the stage. $35,000 to the winner. Team McEwen, Team Dunstone. And before we go any further, I want to say thank you to all of the community members, businesses, and you for coming and supporting tickets. So all the local businesses in town who came in and supported this one, let's give a round of applause to those businesses who keep us rolling here. And of course, a huge shout out to Astec Safety. How about Astec Safety and the entire team? Instrumental in making this happen for us. Wouldn't be here without Jeff, Caitlin, Grant, Dallin, and the whole team. One more for Astec Safety if we can, everybody here. Special. Now with the final stone in play, world number 6, Canadian ranked number 1, representing the province of Saskatchewan, Team McEwen, let them hear ya. Lead, Dan Marsh. Second, Kevin Marsh. Third, Colton Flash. And your skip, Mike McEwen. Give it up for Team McEwen, everybody. Now Team Dunstone, world number 8, Canadian rank number 2, representing the province of Manitoba. Lead, Ryan Harnden. Second, EJ Harnden. Third, Colton Lott. And your skip, Matt Dunstone. Fans across the world are going to be treated to a second straight Canadian final. How about that? The second annual Astec Safety Challenge and an all-Canadian final once again for everybody. Give it up for both teams. Congrats to both teams for making it here to the finals today. Good luck and great curling to both teams. We'll send it up to the booth. Enjoy the game, everybody.
Holy shit.
All right, welcome to the final of the Astec Safety Challenge here at the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Center. Practice shots have been thrown. Introductions are done. My name is Kyle. I'm joined by Scott Manners. Scott, unbelievable day. Lots of fun. 2 Canadian teams. Great to have you on side.
Well, thanks for having me here, Kyle. This is going to be an exciting final. This is what we wait for, to see who is who at the end of the day. It's going to be a lot of action. We saw in their semifinal games, there was rocks in every end, just a real busy game. I'm excited for today, Kyle.
Yeah, again, both of these teams have taken 2 different paths to get to the final. Team Dunstone this week has gone undefeated, 5-0. They've gone through Team Tau, Team Retornez, Team Schwaller, Team White, and then in the semifinal, right down to the final rock in an extra end, taking out Team Adine. Then, Team McEwen, they had their opportunity at 2 quick wins against Team Edie and Team Pierce. Then in the A qualifier, they lost to Team Mowat. Dropped down to the B event, took out Team Goskins, also took out the world number 2, Yannick Schwaller. Then in the semi-final this morning, got a little bit of revenge as they took out Team Mowat and won their way in to the final here today. As you said earlier, there was tons of rocks in play in both games.
It's just a really exciting game. It was, I couldn't pick a winner, Kyle. It was that close. It was back-to-back action, and at the end of the day, it was just Dunstone winning by the millimeter.
So first rock's going into play. Lead, Dan Marsh getting ready to go. Not having the hammer in the first end for McEwen in the final. What would be the first steps? What's kind of your thought process, Scott, strategy early in the final here for Team McEwen?
Well, for McEwen, I don't think they're going to want to waste a lot of time. I'm a little surprised this is going in the rings right away. I thought they just might guard and just get right to it. You know, we need a steel point. We don't have hammer.
That was quite a bit quicker than practice.
There, you can hear the comment there. That was quite a bit quicker than practice. So I think they did want the guard. It just slipped into the rings.
There you go. Some interesting notes. Team Dunstone, Team McEwen. They've played each other 19 times in their history. Dunstone has a winning record of 12-7. So far this year, these guys have played each other 4 times. Dunstone's won every game so far this year. So, whether that comes into play or not, I don't know. The last 2 losses were at the last Grand Slam. But again, you're here in Lloydminster, border city. You got to think McEwen representing Saskatchewan. Maybe they'll have some home field advantage here. Definitely a little bit more support in the stands.
It's Dunstone with the hot hand here, Kyle. He's come in. He's played so strong. And it's, you know, you just start winning, you get that momentum, and it snowballs, and here we are in the final. No surprise.
Absolutely.
Shot, Dan. You like that?
So, like we said, lead shots on the way. First rock went into the rings. We're playing a little bit of a back and forth hit game so far. Team Dunstone recently made a lineup change.
They did.
Bringing in the other brother, EJ Harnden, coming into the team, joining them here about 4 weeks ago.
Keep going.
after leaving Team
You're good.
Gushu. Been a welcomed addition. Obviously, the team is starting to gel, so awesome to see them getting some momentum as they lead up to the Brier. Both of these teams are pre-qualified for the Brier, so they're not going to have to go through the provincial playdowns. Is that, as a player, is that a good thing, bad thing?
Well, I know the players love it. You know they can make it to the Brier. That's a great big show for players, and it's good for them to have that direct berth into a national.
Yep.
Well, anytime. Yeah, I wasn't sure I'd hear that in my lifetime, a direct berth to the Brier. So I've always been a traditional player, and so that would be really exciting.
Kevin Marsh there with his first shot. Team Dunstone, EJ Hardenden getting in there with his first shot of the match. Again, we're going to go back and forth and back and forth, hitting that rock in the rings.
Yeah, we're gonna
Definitely a feeling out stage here at the start of the game.
We're gonna see Dunstone blank this first end, and the reason behind it, Kyle, it's kind of an old reason for me, but it always works. And blank the first end, and in theory we'll have 4 hammers to their 3 in an 8-end game. So
now they've been doing 8-end games for quite some time.
Yeah, some years. Yeah.
And in the Brier, it's 10 ends.
Yeah.
So in an 8-end game, is there a different thought process that goes into it?
An 8-end game, you just don't have as much time to come back if you get down 3 points, sometimes even 4 points or even more. Lord knows I wouldn't want to be down 5.
Yep.
But down 4, you have those extra ends to play around and play a little more finesse and come back into a game if you're down. An 8-end game seems to be a little more clear-cut, so to speak. It seems that you'll have an opportunity to create enough offense and build a lead, but it seems a little more difficult, a little more time to come back. You really can't take chances. You have to go for it.
Sweet.
So, Evan, you've come up here, joined us in the booth.
Yeah.
What's the atmosphere down at ice level?
Oh, fellas, it's something special, that's for sure. Obviously, there's a bit of favoritism towards the McEwen team being representing the Saskatchewan province and Lloydminster border city. But lots of love for Matt Dunstone out there, too. I think everybody down on ice level is just excited to see world-class curling, 2 Canadian teams in the final. You can't beat that, and just a great setup to wrap this championship final, and I'm excited myself as a fan of the game and see these players down there. Everybody's buzzing, and the trophy. When you look down there, we got a couple of shots ahead. Like, I don't think there's a better trophy right now in sports, Kyle. It's just a good-looking piece of hardware.
You know what? For an event like the Astec Safety Challenge, to be able to play for this kind of prize money.
You're just cleaning.
Obviously, prize money, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Bringing in that kind of prize money brings in the best teams. Had lots of opportunities over the last 24 hours to talk to different teams that have unfortunately lost out and didn't make it their way to the final. Team Tau out of Edmonton, out of the Golden Bears program, played on sheet 7 in one of the C event games the other night against Team Pierce. And when they got done, last shot loss, and they came off, and we had a chance to talk a little bit, and they said how much they enjoyed having the MNP VIP lounge right there, interacting with people, hearing what's being said, them being able to interact with them. They said it was an unbelievable experience being able to play in this kind of setting. Talking to Kevin Cooey last night, defending champion, not going to get a chance to defend his championship here today.
13-9 in their practice here.
You asked Kevin, obviously you always want feedback, right? And we get lots of feedback on the chat about how I talk too much, but that's okay.
Me too, brother, me too. That's why Scott's here.
That's why we have Scott for the technical, and I'm the fill-in guy.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, talking to Kevin, you want feedback. You want to know what's great about the event. What do you want to do to make it that much better? And Kevin Cooey looked at me and said,
"Take a look, guys. Take a look."
Love that.
It's absolutely fantastic.
It's a great suggestion.
And so again, to all the volunteers and the organizers, the atmosphere. Team Schwaller said last night that when they're playing in a community rink or a curling club like this, they never get the chance to interact with people in this way. And they think it's as good, if not better, than a slam.
So good. Yeah, it's electric
awesome
out there right now. And you said it. So I'm just happy to be here. It was so cool to be down there on the ice, and you guys are the professionals. I'll be a little bit of color behind the scenes and appreciate being with you guys up here too. So throw to me when you need, and I'll be here too. But just strap in for a great game. And Scott, you've been timing some of these rocks right up the gate. What are we seeing so far in the final?
It's really good so far, really consistent. You know, we're going to see it change a little bit. It's just the first end. But the practice rocks, you know, it's one speed, and when the game starts, it gets just that little bit quicker, and we've seen that already. We see the teams talk about it, and
Mike McEwen with his first rock here in the first end. Now Matt getting himself in. These two teams aren't normally quick teams by any means.
We're going to be here a while?
I think we're going to be here a while.
Did I text my wife then, or expect me for supper?
Tell her not to make supper for 5 o'clock. That's for gosh darn sure. But, you know, again, a feeling out game so far in the first end. Going to trade back and forth, get themselves a blank, and then we'll get into the real serious action.
You know, I don't blame these guys for playing a bit slower, not one bit. You know, you look at there's some money on the line here. It could really set them up and help them go. It always helps the team, right? And to win an event, the prestige of winning an event, and saying, oh, you know, people will come up to you. Oh, you won the Astec, right? You know, it really is a cool thing to have that, to be noted for that type of person, and that's what's going to slow their play down.
Control or normal?
They really want to be the very best that they can be.
Absolutely,
all day.
and again, to get to the level that these teams are at, you've got the Canadian #1 team right now in McEwen, world number 6. Dunstone, Canadian #2 team, world number 8. So, you know, really, when you look at the statistics, these two teams should be in the final.
Should
be from Canada. Obviously, world #1 Bruce Mallett and world number 6 Nicholas Adine would have liked a different outcome. But here we are, an all prairie matchup in Lloydminster. Don't think it gets much better than that, like you said.
And a shout out here, nearly 5,000 people watching live right now on Curling Zone, and credit to Curling Zone and Maz Entertainment, Groove V Productions for all the work behind the scenes to get these games to you all week long. And the consensus from people watching online, fellas, is this is world-class stuff. Great coverage, and people from across Canada watching right now.
Well, and earlier there was some comments, people down in Yuma, Arizona. Last night we obviously had a Scottish fan base with Mallett being, and earlier today as well. People in France, Australia, tuning in to watch these games. And the comment you keep seeing is they're so appreciative of being able to watch these games live for free.
That's awesome.
You know, hard to believe that you're able to do these things online now, and there's no cost to it, which is fantastic.
Well, first end blanked.
Just like that.
Just like that. So far they're playing fast.
All right. Well, first end over. That's a quick one. We'll take a moment to get a thank you to our sponsors from the Astec Safety Challenge.
Should I be selling right now? I gotta get a bigger place. What's my house worth? What do you think?
What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate? How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
Good.
Back here for the second end at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Good.
Lead rocks underway. Ryan Harnden here with his first in the second end. General strategy with Hammer, Scott, what will we see out of Team Dunstone here?
Oh, no shortage of time here. Matt didn't waste any time in throwing that corner guard, one center, one corner, and it's going to be game on right away here. So we have...
He's coming, I'll just make sure.
We're just waiting for Mike McEwen to make his way back to the ice. Typically, you'll see that. You'll see the third jump in and hold the broom while the skip is
I gave him there
away.
on his. I gave him there on that guard.
And they're just-
for the high guard, it'd be a lot less.
They're just talking about the high guard here. Double guard. And
High guard!
this is going to happen. Yeah, this is on game on now already.
Yeah.
High guard, going for the steal.
We've got an end in now. You kind of get your footing and a bit of the nervous energy maybe away, and now you settle into the game. On the chat here, we got called out a little bit here, fellas, saying, hey, not just Canadians watching this game right now. Ireland, Haiti, the U.S. It's awesome.
It's incredible.
And thank you to everyone. Thanks for tuning in. And if you're online, you know, what does help the channel is the likes. Share it on your social media pages. Let people know about this world-class curling event happening in Lloydminster right now. With two of the world's best going toe-to-toe for the winner to take home $35,000 today, and an opportunity to, you know, get themselves on the road to Guelph for the Grand Slam next week.
Well, right away you're going to see Matt Dunstone come right around everything. Just bite this right into the top four. With the high guard going up on the McEwen side makes it almost impossible. Well, really, really difficult to get around the yellow corner that they've thrown first. Ryan Harnden here, his second rock.
From Cabo San Lucas, Rosemary, you have another margarita for us. We might come join you after this one.
One of these teams might, depending on who wins it.
There you go.
This is pushing T-line.
Yeah, I was going to say it's might be a heavy.
Team Dunstone coming right in around. Want to keep this above the T-line. Why not just put it on the lid?
Nice shot. 14-3 I got on that draw.
This is a round of 14-3, 14-4.
Nice one to get it right.
14-3, 14-4, Scott. You heard it by the skip. Okay. You're 100% right. It's like you know something about this game. Have you ever played?
Yeah, I've been playing a long time, Kyle. I was happy though. I was in the top 3 for the old guy contest. I did win that competition here at the Astec Safety Challenge. Top 3 oldest skip.
Yep. Yeah, line.
There's something for that.
No, I was.
Hard line.
I'll have to talk to the Astec group.
What are we doing to represent the
the
generation that came before?
Kevin there with his first shot. A little bit of a tap back on that Dunstone rock to sit shot rock right now.
Terrific shot. Hard to tell who shot there. He got a great shot from our overhead. Really hard to
EJ
tell.
now with his first shot. Is he going to come down, sit on top of that red, Scott?
Yeah, he'll want to corner freeze it. Right, probably high-sided, so it clears the back. The Dunstone hammer. They'll want to freeze it. They don't want this to over-curl.
Hard line.
So they're sweeping when it's way out there. It just,
gotta go.
they took a little more ice, so they got a little different rock path coming in. So, but like, just to stay high side.
Right on the money.
Not too bad.
Great shot there by EJ.
14-9.
There you go. 14.
Still get like.
Nice to be on par with the players up here in the booth.
Just running it again or what? Come with the same
their ice level, you're all the way up here, second level, and you're nailing it. So
not bad, not bad.
Got like a little bit better.
Can't call them backseat drivers. So what are we gonna call them?
Just a really good timer.
Just a really good timer. Yeah. You know what? You could get a job being a timer.
Yeah, good dexterity over here with Scott Manners.
Not an old timer.
Easy.
A good timer.
You said it.
Yeah, we're not going there.
You never say that.
You said it.
Kevin Marsh here with his second shot in the second end.
That's ready to spot on for the corner freeze here. He's got to get another red in there.
Another good shot in there.
Stay on top of the pile. That's kind of the...
12-5?
Matt's not going to waste any time. He wants to come down and make a play on his own Yellowstone. Push that red, but have his Yellowstone roll behind the corner guard that they played. First rock of the end. So really key shot here for EJ Harnden.
Clean. Yep.
EJ Harden here with his second. Matt Dunstone on call.
Gotta go. Roll.
Good shot there by EJ.
Shooter stay. Really good shot.
Gets the movement, pops the red McEwen rock out to the side. Very solid shot there from EJ.
We're seeing this.
Really nice replay here from our Maz Entertainment
I mean, we
group.
could play it kind of with weight to do this.
Ran pretty nice.
Yeah, ran really good.
Really good sweeping on that to hold that line. The angle is everything, and just have the Reds skip off the
Yeah, do you like
second
that
yellow
kind of
counter.
weight that he just played?
Get it as
Or
far
just
as they
well
could.
this?
Yellow first, second, and fourth shot.
Yeah. I'm almost
Scott,
seeing the weight
being a
he
guy who's
just played.
had lots of curling
Might be
games.
the easiest shot there, yeah. Yeah.
Earlier in the game prior, there was some questions about
So it's
the brooms and the pads.
I mean, you're kind of throwing
what
to
difference
here,
does
right?
the pads
Kind of
make
a hack
compared
later.
to
Just
the
a
old hair
hack?
brooms? What does that do for these guys as sweepers?
Well, it keeps it all even, Kyle. You know, everybody's using the same, what's it called, the same weave pattern on the broom, or the same
just hack.
number of, oh, and I can't, it's just slipped my mind, but they're all
Little
using the
down.
same broom head. And that's what's making the game
Little
fair.
down.
If we had
That's okay.
hair
Yep.
brooms out there,
Whoa,
we
easy
would
hack.
have all sorts of
Easy
craziness
hack.
going on.
Curl.
Plus, you get picks.
Curl.
And now all of a sudden you have disaster. You're getting nothing out of shots because they're grinding to a halt and stopping mid-ice.
It's not bad.
Now in the seventh end of the semifinal,
This one's helping. It's a good shot.
you'll notice Colton Flash and the
and
Marsh
move that a
brothers,
bit.
all of them use a hair broom when they throw.
We go in, turn here
Colton
too.
throws, a hair falls on the ice.
I don't want him to get
Mike
one into
Slash
here. I
shot
think
in
we
the
got to
seventh
bump
end,
that.
burns.
Oh, it picked.
They find, he picks up the hair and goes, a hair.
I think you want to try and move this, Cole.
We had a ton of people online going, well,
T-line.
how did that happen? Well, the only way that I could really identify it was the fact that
their
those
throwing
guys
broom.
do use a hair broom. You'll also notice that obviously Matt and Mike both use a corn broom when they throw. It's taped up. Now that's a rule now, correct?
Yeah, they don't want the corn on the
Little
ice
bit
like
for
the
line.
old style straw, because it just seems to
Hard line.
shatter and bust up
Line's
so
good.
frequently.
Okay, easy. Where are we?
Straw
Whoa,
brooms take an
easy.
enormous amount of water to keep them so they don't bash
Gotta
up.
curl.
Colton Lott
Really
here.
gotta curl. Really gotta curl.
Really
gotta
trying
go.
to
First shot.
Keep going. Really
Get
gotta
this
go, Pete.
top
Looking to drag this one into the scoring area.
skip off. No. A little bit of an under curl there. They really wanted to get that under the red that's biting the top four and really try and get it half under. Just hung out a little bit. We see Ryan Herndon just getting a maximum amount of curl he can. Just hung out on him a little bit in that spot.
I mean, that's probably coming off the back end of that.
Have a listen to Mike here.
I think that's the shot.
Good sweep, Pete.
Can he make them all go away here, Scott?
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
This is Colton Flash.
Thick half.
He can really throw it accurate, high, hard,
Half's
accurate.
good.
We're talking half a rock hit.
All right, we're going to get a chance to see some big weight here
He
as the
thought it
skip
was
wants to make these 3 yellow Dunstone rocks go away. Colton Flash
I thought in that spot
coming out with a heck of a push out of the hack. The Marsh brothers are cleaning it as we go.
Yep.
Now the call is on. 1, 2, 3, all go away.
Nice catch there.
What a shot there by Colton Flash.
Nice catch on.
Shot.
Dan Marsh getting down, catching that one off the rail.
And we'll watch it on the replay here. You can see you don't, when the red rock hits the boards, you want it to stop. Just a great heads up play there by
Good shot there. Colton Flash changing the dynamics of the end so far. Now Matt Dunstone asking Colton Lott to draw in under cover.
fantastic triple takeout in here in the second end by Colton Flash.
Go ahead. Hard then. Real hard.
This looks a little light here, guys. This is
Guys are hard on it right now.
not what they want.
No. Yeah, try and get that off. Curl,
Not going to be able to drag this one where they want it. So
keep going.
second option, get it to the center line.
Yeah,
You
get
could
it
go
in.
either way.
Dunstone
really.
still has hammer.
He can chase with the in.
McEwen still has
With the out, he wouldn't
shot
be
rock
able to.
buried right for now.
That's the best spot. Yeah. Well, it's not really chaseable if you make it good. Where this is.
And we know you can just kind of go out there and then use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So nice to have ice that
Not in this neighborhood.
with that much curl, they're
Are we not
really
out to
confident
edge
they
where you
can.
were throwing?
I think we are, because even if you're half under, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
They're confident they can draw half under with the amount of swing on that ice.
Kevin and Mike figuring out what they're going to do here. Mike McEwen getting down into the hack for his first shot. He's got to strip down the winter jacket first.
Probably took a little more ice on this shot,
no
Kyle.
lack of
Yep.
Abby, just to make sure the more ice you take, sometimes
kept through here.
the little more curl you get. They could get just half under in that area, somewhere right in there.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
really close. See if
Yeah,
they
it's
can
probably. Isn't it?
just get this
Probably in the
wrapped right
ballpark.
to about here. Half under in that line would just be terrific.
Mike McEwen, his first here in the second end. Looking to bury this one
Line's good.
in the 4-foot.
Where?
No, line's good.
Straight.
Wanting it to straight
good.
in now. The curl is there. The weight is there. They're by the red rock. And there's a
shot.
solid shot by the skipper here in 2.
Yeah, they didn't have to
Sorry, I just.
have to sweep that crazy. It was like didn't have to sweep it really hard to get it there. It was all the way there out of his hand.
Heavy.
Check out the replay here, guys. Just coming in sideways.
Wild.
It just hung out there and then it just cut, eh?
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah.
It just makes that little extra dive at the end. Just coming right off the 4-foot line, right past their own red rock in the top 4.
You're gonna have to watch. He welds. He welds.
So it is a little bit behind the line. If
So it looks like Matt's going to come down the other way.
yeah, because he can get more of the pin on the intern side.
Fellas in the chat, Gene says, what time's the next game? This is it. This is the final. So if you've been enjoying it, that's awesome. But we've all come down to this. So no more streamed games after this from the Astec Safety Challenge. But we appreciate you being here.
Had to be another rocker, I suppose.
5,800 people online right now, taking this all in. Appreciate all of you taking the time on a Saturday afternoon to watch this great curling. You know, part of the reason why the event is done today is so that these teams have the ability to get to the Grand Slam, and it was important for them to be able to have the time to travel, as Lloydminster is 2.5 hours away from a major airport, whether it's Saskatoon or Edmonton. Key part to getting these world-class teams here was to make sure that the schedule worked out, and these guys live a very busy life. Obviously, lots of teams from Europe. As we take a real close look to see.
Hard to tell who shot here, fellas.
And how the heck are you going to measure that?
Put her right on it, and I don't know what he does.
Should be okay as long as we can see the center pin. We'll be able to drop the measuring stick in.
Wow. All right, so
that's
McEwen without hammer here.
Real nice late break here we see on the replay. Maybe just stopping the time, just stopping the time.
We are shot.
A little extra. Oh, there you have it.
Yeah, you can move it in.
Mike McEwen says he's shot. He feels he's shot rock right now.
That was a confident we are shot too from McEwen. Yeah, we are shot.
Sandy believes it's red, so we'll go with Sandy.
An introduction too. Some people wondering, hey, who's in the booth right now? My name is Evan.
I'm Scott Manners.
And I'm Kyle. Why you would let me on this call, I have no idea. But we're here, and we're happy to be alongside.
This is a real big shot here for Mike McEwen. If he can come down and just nudge yellow a hair and stay right on top of this pile, he's going to be making things extremely difficult for the Dunstone foursome to score.
So he needs to move it back
just a whisker.
an inch.
Yeah, if that.
To be sitting 2 on the pin. Guys are calling it hard here.
Whoa!
Colton drags it by. There's the nudge. Now there's
shot.
no discussion. It's too red.
Nice touch.
Really good shot.
Well done by Mike McEwen, making things difficult on Matt Dunstone. We'll listen in to him and Colton right now as they try and figure out what the next steps are.
Pardon me? Yeah, like
we're always losing that.
I'm seeing it into this one and down to give up steal of 1. This one, maybe make it.
You can nut it there and make it for one.
What do you see in here, Scott Manners?
Well, I'd really like the guys to use the corner guard up above, you know, and it can come in on this angle like so, and they can strike both these reds like this.
I think so.
They
Go a
can clear
little
them out.
wider.
At least score. If they plant it here, it's for 2. That's the only 2 I see. They're talking. There's some discussion about the angle, how to hit that corner guard in, because we can come off this red as well and come straight back.
Well, they've made their decision.
Oh yeah.
This is going to be an angle raise.
Stick it for 2.
Knockout 2 and sit for 2.
And sit for 2. You bet. They probably drew a straight line in there.
Can they do exactly what Scott drew? We're going to find out.
It's a great shot from the Maz Entertainment crew there, looking at the clusters of rocks that Dunstone is currently looking at right now on his final stone.
Matt Dunstone settling in.
The level of difficulty of these shots, guys, this is as tough as it gets.
This process never changes. Locked in and ready to go. Matt Dunstone looking for an angle raise to sit 2.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
The shot, the raise, and the shot is there, but it will definitely be 1.
1 red for sure.
And possibly 2. 1 for sure, possibly 2 for McEwen in a steal in the second end.
I think it's only 1 red.
We are going to bring out the measuring stick.
This will be a measure for see whose second shot this end.
All right, in the chat, is it going to be 2 for McEwen or 1?
This is really, really, really
This is
close.
tight.
Just had to curl just a millimeter more for the deuce.
The chat, lots of people saying they think it's red. They think it's red.
What's that? Yeah.
Great shot either way, though.
It's a crucial point.
Very important point early in the game. We're going to find out.
If you hit it a hair thicker, shorter the forehead.
Colton Lott is going to oversee this measurement.
Yeah.
And it is yellow.
It is
It
yellow.
is yellow. Everyone on the chat saying red. Guess what? You're wrong.
And that's how Kyle makes friends around here, everybody.
I have been waiting for the opportunity to tell everyone they were wrong.
To all 6,000 of you.
It's a steal of 1
All right, quick bounce.
for McEwen,
We just sink in center here.
as we will take a message from our sponsors here.
L and ACPA, going beyond accounting and tax. The assurance that experienced professionals that care are committed to providing you financial confidence and helping you reach your goals. We listen, we analyze, we advise, we deliver.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline, join the revolution.
Welcome back to the third end of the Astec Safety Challenge. A big steal of 1 and a measurement that almost made it 2. A very well played end, down to the last shot by Dunstone. Couldn't make the angle raise pay off. So we'll head to the third end with McEwen leading 1-0. And the lead shots being thrown right now as Team McEwen is trying to set up their end with Dan Marsh on the throw.
And Dan really wanting to lock this
Close, everybody comes line.
right to that yellow stone. No space in between. Just get a real solid freeze.
Line's
The ice
good.
it's timing up really good. Like it's
Really
just
good
a
weight coming in here.
shade quicker than what we had in this morning's draw, you guys. It's just a
Okay,
little
just
colder
good.
out there.
Line's great.
There's only 1 game
Line's
in
great.
effect, so.
Guys, I want to mention, as I was out there setting up the intro, big-time Saskatchewan
Wait,
fans coming out to cheer for McEwen, obviously, and I need to do this. Otherwise, I'm going to get I'm going to hear about it. There's about a group of 30-plus people in Good Soil, Saskatchewan right now making moose meat. And if that doesn't scream Saskatchewan, I don't know what does. And they got the game on right now as they're doing it. So
there you go.
Everybody out in Good Soil, Saskatchewan, watching, streaming while you're getting her done. We appreciate you being out there and watching. Thank you.
And an unbelievable
Line
golf
four.
course in Good
Oh,
Soil.
so good.
Northern Meadows.
Push the
had
top
the
button.
opportunity to play up there quite a bit when I
I'd
was
like
younger.
you to wait as long as you can on
Great
button.
facility up there.
Top 4. Okay. Coming down. Line's good. Line's good. Still don't want to bounce on this line.
First shot in here. For
Yep. Great shot, Pete.
the leads.
Terrific freeze by Ryan Harnden.
Ryan with a
4-7.
good shot there on top. We're into the rings early in
top
this
eight.
one. Scott, is that
Yeah.
what you expect?
Well, there's no corner guard this time. They just want to strategize a different way.
Throw.
After this rock, after the 5th rock, we're going to probably see the center guard go back and blow it up. And let's see what shakes out after this. This is
Okay. Stay with it.
Kevin's first.
Stay with it.
Kevin Marsh's first
Hard
rock
down.
here in the 3rd
Whoa.
end.
Whoa.
He wants this right on
Whoa,
top.
line.
I'm gonna
Want
put
it
this
right,
one
froze right to the yellow.
Can't bounce on this line.
right on top
Curl.
of that yellow
Curl.
with a little bit of an
Curl.
angle.
Oh,
Should-
nice shot.
Nice shot. It just
Again,
came right
another
down.
fantastic shot. Very little room for error.
So decision time here for Matt. Let's see what he decides to do. If he can play with the angles. If he can't, he can run the center back.
What are you looking at when you look
Well,
at this sheet
I know
here?
he's hit and
leave
roll
that
for a
as
corner
is for
guard.
now.
Okay. Clean it up a little bit, Scott.
Just
Yeah, 'cause
try and
if
hit
he
and roll for a corner.
Comes down and hits this, just rolls for a corner over there. It'll be, you can do two
You
things.
could nose it and pick this, and if you run it by, you make that.
There's this option, hit and roll corner.
It's better, yeah. I'm into
We're
that.
also looking to just run this red straight back.
Intern, hair
Sorry
high.
about that. Try this again on my telestrator. Just to run this straight back, red to red.
Yeah.
Run it straight back in.
That seems to
Pick
be
the
what they've
red
settled
cleanly.
on here.
Yeah. Dunstone's going to want to leave as many yellows in the rings as he can. Get EJ to hit
Here's the
this
run
right
back.
on the nose.
Whoa, clean. Yep.
From EJ.
Gotta go. Hard!
Big brush.
Whoa.
Big shot. Perfect
Runs
shot.
back.
Wow.
Picks out
Wow.
a McEwen stone to make
Really
things
good
a little
shot.
cleaner.
Yeah.
Shot. Oh boy.
There was a comment, is Russ Howard in the booth? Well, I can tell you he's not, but Scott plays like him. So
Maybe I even
I
can
know.
draw little pictures on here.
Yeah, well, we're hoping for more art from Scott Manners throughout
Yeah.
this game, that's for sure.
Just
Yeah.
keep giving me the nudge.
Yeah.
I'll keep doing the art.
When we get the views, we get the look, we'll tell you. You get the
Thanks,
draw
guys.
stick out there, Scott. You show us
I
what's
don't,
up.
I don't want
Hold-
to get behind
holding.
on that. So.
Sweep that.
Curl.
Okay,
These are important shots.
Girl.
You just want to replace the rock that was taken out by the
Oh,
Dunstone
straight.
run back.
Straight. Straight.
Want this frozen right
Hard.
to the yellow.
Hard down. Hard.
Kevin with another solid shot here.
Yeah, really good.
Right on top.
Yeah, terrific curling right now.
Then we overthrow it that time? Right? Because then now, like, that yellow's gone.
That's a good shot.
See, that's an important
From
part
the
of it.
other angle, he could do what he did.
Yeah, that's
You
the
ever
important
freeze
part
it
of
with
it
the
right
out?
there. Now we're froze to the nose. Now he can't run back quite so easily. It's a better shot.
Top 8 here.
So really, is this the only shot that Dunstone has at this point, Scott? Is just to come to the nose there and just follow
Well,
it down? What
he's
else
only,
is he looking at?
He's only down one. He's shot rock right now, and it's buried under a maze of rocks. So he knows he can throw a draw and get to the full 4 foot. It'll, you know, as it sits right now, he could get a deuce. And the elusive 2 is what he's going for here in the 3rd end.
Low, tight. Good line.
Sometimes we'll see
You can go if you
Dunstone
need.
come up and just pound that center guard right through and open
Line's
it right
great.
up. And we'll take our chances next end if the angles aren't great. But he sees an opportunity here. Somewhat of an opportunity. Getting 2 on McEwen is a good end.
Easy, 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 easy.
And for McEwen to get a 2 back is equally as good. We're just at that level of play at the Astec today.
Well, both teams here haven't missed a thing, right? They're
Yeah.
just dialed in.
So let's see what Mike does here.
That's why I thought we just freeze.
Sounds like the good people in Good Soil could be selling their moose meat to the people in the chat. There could be some profit here. There's a lot of people asking for the moose meat across Canada and the U.S. There could be a business for these good fine folks in Good Soil.
Hey, to the Saskies right now, like 2% of that royalty probably coming back to this guy for putting it out there. So
there you go.
Just kidding. I just need a bag of the moose meat. That's all I need.
Here we go.
10%.
10, Scott. High roller over here.
Well, that's standard commission.
Everything's a negotiation, Evan.
Apparently I suck at that, fellas.
Yeah, I'm going to come and get some advertising at the GOAT if that's how you negotiate.
I'll give it to you for free. Just
There we
tell
go.
everybody you're their friend.
That's right.
It's not free, it's included.
I think he kind of needs a little bit.
All right, Colton Flash.
Oh, I guess you could see it.
Probably don't want to draw around everything and get to their own red.
Had to throw some big weight in the last end, now being asked to throw
It's a
with
little,
some touch and finesse.
they got in a little different path out there on that in-turn path going to the scoreboard.
Whoa, Kev. Whoa.
Seemed to grind in a little.
Yeah, they were on it, Scott. Kyle,
Yeah.
and then just pulled right back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just
Think you're
took.
just freezing this up now, no?
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything from Colton yet.
Okay, Matt
Stop,
Dunstone now.
Okay.
Looking
If
like
that
they're
or
going to
we're
come
trying
on the
this.
other path.
Yeah, they're gonna want.
Just like when you take that ramp, it's going to be different.
Like,
Where's he going to want
Here.
to put this,
sorry, what's
Scott?
that?
Well.
Yeah,
wants to
same
hit
spot, like you're right here, right?
Initially.
Yeah, you just can't get into here, so this isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can give you that same weight.
I just want to hear
more?
a little more,
Bite
couple
the
words
eight's
out of
fine.
that. Bite the eight's fine. So they're going to draw right in this area right here.
Okay.
Try and stay froze.
Okay, just talking.
Going to try and draw it in
Put that
to
yellow
the top
stone
of
right
the
to the
8
red.
foot.
Yep. Try and stay right in top of the pile.
Colton Lott
Okay, you got room early.
with his
Room,
first
room.
shot here in the third end.
Max line.
Looking to draw
easy.
this right
Max
into
line.
the
Lots of line.
top of the 8 foot.
Line's
Sit
getting better.
right in that
we got
pocket.
nothing for line. Okay, high as you can on
Scott's
this line.
on the timer.
Even
Yeah.
here's okay.
I got
Just
14-7,
not bounce.
but it's just they got on a little different path. You
Get
see
onto it.
Matt
Just a
say
little.
maximum line.
Yeah, it's not bad, Cole.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shot. That's a pretty good shot. All right, that's great location. If it would have curled 4-6 more inches,
Got to move this.
would have been all. You would have got the wave from everybody.
Some people in the
Well,
chat, Scott, some new
actually,
curlers,
now-
when you say
now you-
maximum
now
line,
you-
what do they mean by maximum line?
It's the nicest way of saying you were wide.
That's wet.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
here-
You're through it just like my broom's here, and you were on the thick side of the broom.
Gotcha.
That's the nicest way to say you were wide, and just have to
Yeah,
wait that
but
little
then-
bit extra
but
to
he
get
moves
to make
that,
the same
though.
line and make the same shot.
All right, there we go.
You
Some
got to put one there.
in-game language that I had no idea.
Yeah, I learned something right there too.
Well, that's it. I can call it a game. It's been a slice. I've
I
learned
see you,
something
Kyle.
today.
We're out of here.
I'm
Scott
checking
show
out.
now.
Have you had the maximum right now?
Yeah, I have had the maximum already.
I think that's every one of the shots that I've ever thrown has been maximum.
Maximum line?
Yeah.
What if we just freeze into that pocket right
Well,
there?
what's,
Okay.
what's
Listening
happening
here is
here?
Mike.
Yeah,
and
this
his
is going to
team.
be discussion time here for.
Figure out their shot.
Like, how much is this getting pulled onto this? It's hitting it. It's 100% it is.
I don't know about my second stone.
It's interesting to see what they're going to
Seemed
decide.
like that. Like,
They know that Dunstone's got one locked in. A whole bunch of different angles here. You know,
seems like this one just slides better than.
Do you like leaving him on this side wide open?
Yeah. It didn't feel
This-
any
this
different. than
clears
what I-
both-
what I
both
threw
our
last
reds
time.
right
Like I
now.
threw
okay. So
like a
you're
little.
talking about
Exactly.
hitting that yellow.
The guys pounded my other.
And
one.
then it's just how hard.
It's on to here, man. This is get. I know, but it's releasing this.
Oh, okay.
Would you get for?
This is pretty dangerous.
I know, but you have to put a rock there.
Yeah, he wants to release.
I'm
this
saying to
red.
get a
He
rock
wants to
here
release
is
this
not
red.
an easy.
Wonder if I
Like,
can
Okay.
it's not an easy shot.
Can we do that on
Squiggle.
like your
We got a
shots?
little-
Do we
put a
need to
little
just,
squiggle
like,
on the
put another
red.
one over here?
think
That's
this
the one
is
he's
too
thinking to
dangerous to
release,
leave.
but he
Yeah,
has
I
to be
agree.
careful because too far in
I'm
this
saying you
area.
make a
If you
play
release
it.
the
Or,
red to
like, hit
here,
it
now
and
it's just an
roll.
automatic
Well,
double.
yeah, why aren't we making this?
It's where you leave it. It's how you unlock it from the stones
Yeah,
and where you
we're-
leave it.
It's not what you make,
Well,
it's what
I
you
think
leave.
that's the shot. It's you can definitely make this.
So now, just a nice little hit and roll
Yeah.
under.
There's enough curl to make it for sure.
There definitely is on that side. You can definitely come down, move this yellow, and maybe shuffle the red just a little bit this way, but not too far. Not too far. If we can plant
What are we
it
throwing for weight? Okay.
kind of on the C of the Aztec, you wouldn't want to go any
I would
further
agree,
past
yeah.
that.
So he wants to leave it
There we go.
right about here,
Yeah, no further. No further.
no further.
Right.
Oh, wow, we're getting some in-depth
We're getting
artistic
some-
work here, guys. As Colton Flash with his second.
Girl. Little down.
Trying to throw a little bit of a controlled weight to split some things up. In this pocket,
key shot
needs to
here.
curl.
Oh, it's curling.
Now they've got the curl. Now it's right in on there.
Didn't quite unlock it as much as they'd hoped, but they hope to get this rock out of the rings with the Dunstone hammer.
Picks the yellow rock out.
A lot of granite down the center.
Lines up a few things.
This gets complicated, fellas.
Wow. So the angle's there now.
Yeah. See this great replay here? Just to keep.
Just a millimeter. 7/8 is perfect.
Right?
Yeah. See an
Really
intern?
good sweeping here. Really good sweeping here to get that rock by, get the rock, the red rock, that's full 12 foot in a great location.
Matt's made his decision. They're going to peel that guard. Are they going to try and ram this into those rocks, Scott?
Yeah, thirds first. It's like this is time to make some big changes here.
Here we go.
Clean
Colton
this
Lott
up.
with a big push out of the hack.
Clean up
It wasn't heavy.
Yeah. Watch them fly.
It's going to move. And they all move. What a shot from Colton Lott.
Shook it up.
As it sits right now, shot rock, Dunstone.
Dunstone with hammer. He's shot rock for now, but it's the, I believe, let's watch this replay.
It's definitely two.
How the rock's unlocked.
Unbelievable. Every direction spilled.
Every direction, but the yellows are undercover, so it'll be the yellow shot rock for now. Red is definitely second and potentially third. Hard to tell who's third
shot. It would actually jam if you just, like for him to go after it would be a stuff.
Let's see how this,
So you actually
what we want to do
that
here.
better than rolling?
I thought they just might want to come down.
To be honest.
All right, now Mike McEwen and
They want to
his
hit
team
this.
are going to discuss what the next shot is for them.
Yeah.
Roll under?
Like I'm only about
Just a little bit under.
A little bit inside this, but
no, but there's some curls.
You know, if we roll too far in that location,
for a nose,
they're going to freeze right to it.
Control.
Control weight hit.
Just get that
going into there.
In this spot, I think even just,
you want to just nose it.
yeah, if you want to just nose it, it's fine. There it is. It's nice when the guys say it for me. Just hit and stick right there. You're going to lay two Dunstone force to a single point.
Gotta hit a little high. So
If I don't, he'll go after the
We could always go back 4 or 2. He's got to be careful with what he does.
Yeah.
Let's see how this. Get a time on the McEwen stone here. They're just throwing a nice control weight hit.
Did we get third shot at least? Or?
No.
Oh, man.
Control.
A terrific run back. It's nice to see everything just go flying.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Because we kind of teaches us angles.
Yeah, beautiful game. The chat loved that one too. Always nice to see some rocks move, multiple rocks moving. Look at this angle that we have from Maz Entertainment.
Really cool to be able to see the focus and the eyes and the lock-in.
Clean.
Mike McEwen here
Clean.
with his
Whoa,
first
whoa, curl. Straight,
third end.
Straight.
Looking
Hard.
to get a hit and roll undercover.
Hard. Yes, yes.
There's the hit. Very little roll.
Nice shot.
A little bit of a miscue there, Scott?
No, I think that's what he wanted to do. I mean, if they want to roll 2 feet, I guess it's fine. But you know what? Lay two, put the pressure on Dunstone to make the hit and roll under. See on the replay here.
Yeah.
They just wanted a little shuffle. Maybe if they could have shoved it over a foot, closer to the 4 foot,
You guys like that?
it would have been
roll
great.
here?
But
If you're
That or
McEwen,
we
you're gonna
try
be
and like
happy with
nose
this
this.
angle.
oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna see them.
Don't have anything here.
They're trying to see if they can bring these other rocks back in, but there's no triple on the reds. So they're saying, well, let's
The
just
thing
find
I like
a
about
way.
this, he's got to be careful with the freeze, right?
We just get in
Because if
this
we get a
area.
steep enough roll to back 4, that's bonanza for 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So
Like
now he's
I don't
thinking,
think the freeze is super simple for him
boom.
thinking
Boom.
about that, right?
roll. Try and send it all that way.
Take
See
all
that right,
those reds
sweetie?
away
Take all the reds
This
on.
roll.
and be sitting 3.
Make this roll
The
here.
angle
He's
is
gotta-
there
he's
though.
got to be really careful
Is it not?
with that. He might even play it
That's a
himself.
high octane, difficult shot.
I think
No, he won't.
coming in.
It's definitely risky.
Yeah, really
this,
risky.
This red jams. But then if you can make this get over here real sweet,
Just thinking it through, boys.
like Dunstone said, it's a bonanza.
You're probably jamming it more times than not, and it's going to go here,
Listen
right?
to these guys.
Like you're just making the nose double.
Nose double, he's got to be careful with the draw. If he makes the draw good, it's a
So
steal.
he's going to play hit and roll.
Yeah.
Hit and roll under.
Nope,
They're
they've decided to
we're gonna
go for the other one there.
Two-thirds of a rock.
The hit and roll undercover.
Roll to there.
They're not going to go after those 2 red rocks on the outside of the 12-foot.
Safe play.
Deciding that maybe that'll be the shot on the next one. But Matt Dunstone coming down.
10-5.
Gonna have to peel that big winter jacket.
It must be cold out there with the only game being played, guys. It must be a little chilly.
Frosty.
Yeah. I can't even say it's because he's from Manitoba because I've seen Mike McEwen wearing that jacket too. But deep down, isn't Mike from Manitoba?
Mike McEwen is for sure.
Yeah, so
originally Winnipeg
Saskatchewan
curler.
boys don't need those winter coats.
Well,
Manitoba boys are need them.
I can hear the chat now. Cal making more friends today.
Here it comes. I can feel the comments. Matt Dunstone settling in here for his first shot here in 3. Looking for a hit and roll off that red rock.
He's going to want a nice control weight shot here, just to hit and roll right into the 4-foot, right under. Right under
It
cut.
did a little bit. It's trying.
Just keep going. Clean. Curl, 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 curl.
So didn't get the roll under cover. Rolled out to the outside.
Little miscue. Would have liked to see it roll that much the other way.
Is it 3rd or?
Is that a critical miss, Scott?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really wanted to stay shot rock there. It's
So McEwen now eyeing up their next shot.
Oh, it is really close.
A lot of love in the chat for Scott and his angelic voice. He is available, folks. We can get him to do some
Get him to read your voicemails.
podcasts, your voicemail, your phone systems.
I would say it's off.
Give me a call. I'll set it up for you, and as Scott said, I'll take 10%.
Almost anywhere I draw other than.
Well, that was on the
right
Moose
here.
meet.
Oh, not anymore. Not when it's you.
No, the bets are off.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's something that's changed.
Listen in here
so
to
Mike.
Mike
Seems to think he's third. Mike seems to think he's third shot. So.
Does he have? Doesn't he have a split here? Like that's.
He's definitely
He's just
shot
gonna
rock.
hit this with.
Definitely that.
Mike's definitely shot rock.
Actually, this
he's
pump's
concerned
pretty
about
third
high.
shot for sure.
So if
wants
I
to be
could
really
roll
concerned that.
right
Sorry
to
about
here.
that.
It was a big one, Scott.
Big
Wow.
concern that he can come
Don't wanna
down.
get
He
too far.
wants to be careful. He can come down and see
Well,
this
anywhere in
split.
this
right
area is
now,
great.
Dunstone could get a deuce that way. So now they're saying,
I'm looking
Where
at if
can
he
we go?
hits this hard.
where can we go? Can we draw right under here? Can we get
I
right
think
to
we'll
the
be okay.
top 4?
Okay, try to roll here.
Try the roll, he says.
Okay, so he knows he's third shot.
Get more shape here.
Maybe a little simpler shot to try and hit this yellow. Sorry about that.
It'll be fine.
And
Try and hit this yellow, roll in. Plant it right here, lay 3.
so we just tried this shot. Didn't move the way he wanted it to.
Not so much, but you know, further out into the 12-foot here, you probably get a little different break at the end. I know I had a real solid 10-second hit on Mike's first. And we'll get the watch on this one. Just lay 3 and just a bit of a make this shot, and how do you do? And your turn.
Yeah. Mike McEwen has made his decision, locked in to his shot, going through his process now. Push out of the hack.
Clean.
Rock is on its way.
Clean. Clean. Curl. No. Clean. 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 Curl.
Needing this to
Clean.
move a little
Curl.
bit, looking for
Okay.
the
Curl.
roll under cover.
Perfect shot.
Good shot there by Mike. Didn't get the roll, but definitely a good solid shot.
So you're going to see Dunstone draw
force
for a single.
Dunstone. They have to make a draw to the
Speed's nice, eh?
Full 8.
touching the 4-foot.
Yeah, full 8-foot. We'll call that as.
Full 8. Sure, we'll go with
Give
that.
that our curler language for the day.
So you steal and then you force a 1?
Yeah.
If you're gonna hit cards.
Steal and force a 1, you'll get your. McEwen will have the hammer.
Momentum swing, maybe a little bit more in the McEwen squad favor at this
A little
point,
bit.
Scott?
Yeah, you betcha. At this favor, it does favor them at this point in the game.
Yeah. Early in the week, didn't hear a lot of cleans.
I like how Matt, you know, he just knows he's going to draw a broom down, straight down the ice in the hack, and then takes his time in the hack.
Matt Dunstone with his final rock here in 3. Needs full 8, as Scott says,
good.
to gain his 1.
Yeah.
They'll probably want to
Line's
sweep
good.
this
Line's
just
good,
as
guys.
perfect
Little bit
as they
to line.
can, just to get maximum T-line and as
Line's-
much of the
line's
4-foot
fine.
as they
Line's
can.
good.
Again, taking notes when they might need this path later on in the game.
His hog-to-hog time is perfect.
Shot by Matt Time is perfect.
14-5.
He will take his 1 here in the third end. It's Team McEwen 1, Team Dunstone 1. We'll get a message from our sponsors here at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Foam.
I get it back here.
At Strathcona Resources, we're more than just an energy company. We're a part of our communities. We take pride in hiring locals, creating opportunities right here at home, and fueling our community's growth. With safety at the heart of everything we do, we ensure a responsible and secure environment for our team and for our neighbors.
Welcome back to end number 4 here at the Astec Safety Challenge. Proud presenting sponsor Wild Rose Pump and Compression. Guys, these events don't happen without some unbelievable local partners and sponsors. I'd like to take a minute to run through them. Strathcona Resources, MNP, Arby's Lloydminster, It's Time Promotions, our boys Maz Entertainment and Groovy Productions, Musgrave Agencies, Store Right, Lakeside Pharmacy, Bar Engineering, Fountain Tire Lloydminster, Industrial Scientific, Brady Canada, Boundary Ford, Sobeys Lloydminster, The Tent Guys, The Goat 1061, Border Inn and Suites, Cooperators Jason Arden and Associates, Kelrow Pump and Mechanical, Velocity Truck Centers, RL Electric Motor Rewinding, and we'll talk about them in a minute. Synergy Credit Union, Redhead Equipment, Bexton Construction, Gold Horse Casino, our presenting sponsor Wild Rose Pump and Compression, and our title sponsor Astec Safety. Huge thank you to them for your support of this outstanding event here in Lloydminster.
It wouldn't happen with a bunch of people power behind the scenes, fellas, and that's special right there. Plus, 100+ volunteers, right? We got to think about that too. So many people behind the scenes. You see an orange shirt everywhere.
I think so.
And that's special too. So for the people who came out and volunteered their time, we thank you.
Speaking of volunteers, guys, on Christmas Eve, the organizing committee got a hell of a phone call when the ice plant went down, and I talked about RL Electric Rewinding. Those guys stepped in on Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and the 27th of December to get the brine tank working again here in the building. There was no ice. Graydon and Brian put out a call on social media to have people come in and volunteers to help get the ice back.
Get in there.
We were able to get the ice back a couple days before the week started, and the facility looks unbelievable, but there was a huge amount of volunteer work behind the scenes that came into it, and I'd be remiss if I didn't thank those people and all the work that you did over that Christmas break. And as I look it up at the banners here at the Lloydminster Curling Club, you know, I look back on names like Ted Collins and Matt Brost and Howie Kayford and people I remember putting the ice in when I had the opportunity to work here at the facility. I have a hunch those guys are pretty proud today looking down on what's happening here at the Curling Club.
It was really special to get that ice in such a short time, Kyle. Guys, like,
unbelievable.
It was just amazing.
Yeah.
We weren't, it's a scary thing to have happen when you want a big event to happen here at this time of year, and you lose it.
Line's good.
Lose the ice completely.
Yeah, you're not familiar with Lloydminster and area. That says everything you need to know about where we live and the people behind this city.
Still T-line.
It's awesome.
A really good question in the chat, actually, for you, Scott.
Top 4 depth.
What is the accepted time standard for team discussions on shots when events aren't timed?
Go ahead, hard.
Seems like some teams take way more time than the others.
I just think it's up to their comfort zone, you know. I'm glad that we have this event, but I'm glad there's more not on timers.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe even some people might not like that. Some people you should only have X number of minutes or seconds per shot. I say let them play.
I think we got to
We
deal
want to
with
see
this.
the very best shot making we can today. We're going to see the guys take their time to call shots and make shots.
Like,
you know, there's a lot at stake, and in my
chip and
opinion,
roll.
it's a lot. It's not just the money, the prestige
try
of winning this
to
event.
roll like here.
We want to see them at their best.
I think too. A little extra time, you get to hear some of the insight.
Might get
that you might not
fortunate
hear,
and
right?
line something
These
up
are
nice.
world-class curlers, so if I can land in the
Gotta
brain
get
of
this
McEwen
over
or
here.
Dunstone for 30 seconds, that's special.
Especially the young
Think
kids
it's a
that
hawk
take up
waiter.
curling, right? The youth of our game, like, well, they can listen in to the curlers and how they're talking and how they're discussing shots.
Yeah,
it's really adding
just
to the
hawk.
full impact of curling.
Mike McEwen has made the call. Definitely coming with a little bit of weight here.
Yeah. Whoa. Hard. 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 Hard.
Looking to
Chip
Keep
the
going
center
down.
and
Gotta
roll
roll.
to the
area
corner.
in the middle of the ice there.
Try to line up.
Gets the
Keep
tick
going.
and roll to cover over on the
Okay,
corner.
that's fine.
Slide enough.
Successful shot there, Scott.
Yeah, it's what it was called, you know, punch the center
Just
back.
one.
Roll to the corner. Yellow's lane one.
I mean, he's got nowhere to hide around.
Would have liked to hit that thinner.
You got to throw another one.
Really sweeping to hold that straight. You got a little overcurl.
We're not in a steal situation here, so it's okay.
Yeah, like a tight one
Worked
over
out pretty
here.
good.
So Matt Dunstone now wanting to get back
as soon
to
as he gets
the
under
middle
here,
of the
it's
ice.
trouble, right?
Or is he wanting to get back under cover
Like
here?
nice and tight here.
Throw another 3 spot.
Go top 8.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I
Can't
still
really go in. He's just being able to hit and roll.
They really want to be a couple different
Or
discussions.
tight-
Are like,
tight on this
well,
side?
do we just come
Yeah.
here? Do we try and come here?
I don't see anything else other than this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to leave him any sort of roll, right?
Yeah.
Edge on edge.
What's the problem
fight
with the
house.
roll, Scott? Why is he worried about that roll?
Just worried that they don't want to give him an easy double takeout here and end
I
up
think
in
it's.
big trouble. They know
Like, mine
McEwen
wasn't
has
too
hammer
bad.
here in the 4th end,
I threw the out turn 2
and
ends ago.
they just really want
Thought it
to
was
keep
okay.
their stones right now in this control zone area right here. Just plant it right up in front there. Be patient, bide our time. Maybe get another steal opportunity. Dunstone trying to get another steal opportunity here in the 4th.
2/3 tight.
All
tight.
right.
Good. Fight the rings is fine. Tight. Like you to go a little bit for line.
Rock on its way.
This is tight.
Looking for this to
2/3.
be
Yeah, looks light.
Coming down.
just in front of the house, Scott.
Yeah, that really
whoa.
ground in.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah, just go.
Guys are trying to dig this as far as they can.
It's,
Okay.
we saw, I was lucky enough to be on this ice for the semifinal game in that path. There was a few there
Right,
saying, boy,
zipping
that's really
that?
coming down, which means it's slowing down quicker on this side than the other side.
2/3 to 2/3.
And that's
away
just a
now.
direct correlation of it being getting
Yeah.
colder out there.
Just the ice.
Three-quarters?
It's just direct correlation to the ice. Some subtle changes going on. Well,
It's
Mike's-
nice to see so many people loving that we're talking over the players. It's great. You know, again, you know, we're trying to fill some dead air here every once in a while, and when the guys are talking, we want to definitely hear in as much as we can.
Get rid of both centers.
Also an opportunity for us to share the history,
Nice shot.
thank our volunteers and our sponsors, and next year I will see if Russ Howard and Vic and Linda want to make their way to Lloydminster.
Sit
But
do.
for
Wouldn't that
now,
be something?
For now, you're stuck with myself and Evan, and thankfully we've got Scott here to add the proper
Scott
technical
buttoned
side
up.
of things for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Freeze.
But I do second the motion that every complaint that we should do is shot. I'm okay with that.
That could
To the
get
wing,
messy,
that
Kyle.
first
It's a new drinking game on the YouTube chat right now. Colton Lott settling in here for his first shot.
Gonna try and draw right to what they have in the
I
house.
thought that was there,
room
guys.
right now.
This looks like a little steamy right now.
Line's good.
This is still that side of the ice. We might get a
Hold
touch
on.
of grind.
Roop.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold
Looking a
on.
little
Gonna
heavy
be
here.
tough
Hey,
to be on
Scott?
it.
Yeah. it's-
No,
we're
we got
gonna
no
see
line.
it get to this.
No line.
Yeah, no.
We want a
No
lot more
line.
curl on this.
Need it to move a little bit.
Just didn't curl as much as they had hoped. McEwen's probably just going to want to nose hit this.
That's just the only problem.
Kind of nose?
With that shot.
Just keep cutting down the yellows. You can't leave those yellows there.
So Mike McEwen with hammer here. Colton getting ready to throw his first rock of
kind of a back.
Fourth end.
Back 4, back 8
Okay,
kind
so
of
he's
shot.
just going to try and jiggle.
Now I'm going to have to try to pick this.
Try and jiggle these two yellows apart.
Separation a bit. Where does he want to leave the shooter?
Leave the shooter high side on this. If you can just stay high side, leave it a little bit loaded. Get on the watch here and see what Colton throws for weight. There you go. Just try and unlock these two. Get our red frozen right to one of these yellows.
Asking for back 12 weight. Sounds like they've got that.
This one curled more than the last one. 13, really good weight.
Hard!
Now it's just line.
Hard.
There's the bump.
Nice shot.
Are we still 2?
Still second shot. Ooh, they want to give that a look.
Good shot.
It was a nice touch.
Really good shot.
I think it's us.
Okay.
Dunstone thinks it's him.
Let's try and chip this and
Okay.
roll it back
Interesting.
here. Gonna jam it there. Makes a double. He's sitting
Matt
3-1 on
his
us.
decision.
But I don't see much else. Seeing that, Colt? Yeah, it's that or corner freeze. Even then, it's a nose hit. He's still sitting.
Let's see if we're going to play into this.
Kind of wait.
12-5?
Okay.
So wanting to pick that red rock out, roll over to the other side of the house.
Probably roll back 4 foot, Kyle.
Okay. Would definitely
trading touch weight shots here. Shot for shot.
Clean.
Just
Yep,
spinning
clean.
the red over top
Yep,
of the
clean.
other yellow.
Whoa,
really
whoa.
hitting just almost a
Curl.
slice.
Clean. Straight.
Very thin slice.
Whoa.
Do not want to jam this one back.
Ooh, just really want to touch and have that spin down.
Now trying
Nice.
to get that one
Delay
still
shot.
over.
Terrific shot.
Well, look at the overhead right now. It would look as 3 Dunstone
Beauty.
counting rocks right now, Scott.
I would,
There's
yeah.
not much more you can do.
Let's see what they want to continue to.
I mean,
it takes away that
continue
freeze that
to
he
You
has.
make the
freeze.
double, he just noses. You're so forced.
Maybe just freeze this right on the nose.
Where'd you get on my?
Some interesting chat going on.
Yeah, see if you want a corner freeze.
You know, I guess if Evan and I and Scott pass out from the
Hate
shot
it.
contest we're going to have,
Like I threw that hard.
then I guess you wouldn't have to hit the mute button anymore.
We're going to come. Colton's coming down. They're going to
Play
have a
the
bit of
roll
a
onto
discussion
it.
here about how do we
was the speed on
strategize
that
our
one?
way through this.
Let's listen in.
Should have been close.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe a little hard, if anything.
Maybe.
Sprung there, hit a quarter. No, it's pretty close.
Maybe. Break it.
If you like send this one back into the one.
That's
back
what I-
into that
that's what
back
I was
corner
looking at.
That way, and then this one's like accessible.
You.
If it just misses it. Yeah, you could actually send this over here. No. Yeah, it's, yeah, that's the kid. Let it blast it, and then try to suck something in here.
What if you split the middle one in, or the tight one in?
That doesn't really help us that much.
Trying to accomplish a few things on that far side. Expose what's frozen on theirs and spill another McEwen rock into the rings at the same time. The angles are difficult over on that far side. Colton. Colton with some words here of what he would like to see done.
Yeah.
Let's see what they decide.
All right. Looks like the decision's been made. When you look at all the rocks in play, all 11 rocks that have been thrown so far are still in play.
Do you agree with that?
Lots of angles, lots of talk, lots of precision, trying to figure out what the right shot is. Scott, what have they decided on?
Curl here.
Well, they want to jiggle these reds over here. I'm just trying
to
squeeze these reds around so we can.
Like that's always gone.
It's going to play into there and try and wiggle things around here, Kyle. There isn't really a bad shot to call here.
Probably normal.
I just want this side opened up.
Lots of call here.
So the squeezes.
The tap, get the tap. Lots of movement.
Pretty good shot. They did what they wanted. They did what they set out to do.
Oh yeah, that's a shooter.
I'm glad you knew what they wanted, Scott, because
open that side up and it leaves Dunstone just a hit and stick.
Right, McEwen was talking about opening it up, maybe try to suck one in there.
He's going to get that one a go right.
Great replay here. Unlock that side. Spill another red in. Spill this red in. McEwen with hammers.
Not great.
More rocks in the rings. The better for them.
Pardon me, sorry?
But
yeah, like what if we roll this?
You can hear Matt talking here.
One thing with how precise these guys are, and as you said earlier, how hard they can throw it with the precision that they have.
Yeah.
They can make a lot of things go away quickly. They can make an end look completely different.
Knows that he's going to
one
give
shot
this
at a
thin
time.
one
Yeah, you want to come down.
You know, when you look at it, yes, we would agree that yellow is still shot rock. And
just
currently trying to figure out what the next steps are.
Hit and roll right under that center.
It's either going to be a short run.
Too bad, but it's a short run, you're right. So I mean, you don't have to
off our own if we
dead
had it there.
Underneath.
Yeah,
the rock that's fighting the 12-foot at the top. We can just hit and roll a little bit under.
Intern middle.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit under. Not quite full under, but lay 4. Dunstone's going to want to lay 4 at the end of this.
It's not a bad way to leave it. Hey,
yeah.
Let's lay 4 here.
Yeah, lay 4.
All right, Matt Dunstone. Quick wardrobe change to get ready for his first shot.
He's going to throw a little bit of weight on this for sure, just to take away any danger of jamming. Really doesn't want any part of that.
As we settle in here. Love the camera work here as you get to see the vision and the thought process here. Locked in, Matt Dunstone with his first in the fourth end.
Whoa.
Curl.
Hard curl.
Curl.
You're rolling.
Hard.
Roll.
Nice.
Well done there. What a good shot by Matt Dunstone.
Wow. That extra weight just to create that little shuffle straight to the side.
Unbelievable.
Really
Currently
good shot.
sitting 4.
Oh yeah.
Terrific shot by Matt Dunstone.
Yeah.
Now Team McEwen.
Oh, man.
Trying to line up some angles, seeing what granite they can make go away.
He can make a lot go away here, guys. He's trying to eye up a triple.
Get a top level here from the Maz crew, and then Scott, walk us through what he can remove here.
I'm hoping.
I
hope he can make a triple some way in this fashion. Boom, boom, yellow to yellow.
Edge of the line.
And red shooter to hit right where Mike's broom is, right there. Bang. Same weight, actually. Dunstone, I timed his rock, the last hit at 6.5. You'll see Mike throw much of the same weight. Just a good hard peel weight, make a lot of rocks spin out of the rings. It would be one lonely yellow after this shot if he was able to make that triple.
Ideally, that's what he's hoping for here.
Yeah.
There's no chance this one's there.
Well, if McEwen wants to score multiple points, this shot here is going to set him up for it. He needs to make some rocks go away.
This is a big shot.
Definitely wants to score 2 with hammer. Doesn't want to trade singles with Matt Dunstone.
No, it's a third.
I don't think it's there, Pete.
We believe going for the triple here.
Like to get that one.
Again, we're not on the ice. We're upstairs in a lounge.
Basically, if I come close.
It'd be great to see if he can leave that red counter right there after everything settles.
We're just talking about how.
Let's see if Scott Manners can tell the future. Predict exactly where that stone's going to lie.
It's a tough job I have over there.
Yeah, you're doing a fine job at looking ahead in time here.
Wait till you see your paychecks.
Wait, you guys are getting paychecks?
Yeah. Sorry, Ev.
Oh.
Well, it was down to a percentage.
I actually
before.
paid to be here.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Here we go.
Big shot.
Yes.
Big
Mike
shot.
McEwen here.
Yes.
His first shot.
Hard.
Needing the triple.
Hard.
And he hits on the guard.
Disaster.
Oh,
Just rubbing the guard.
As there's a big goes out in the rink.
Do
I
we
look
need to
over
come
at
in
Jim
that
Levers right now, talking to his wife,
Like, what if we just
saying
go
I could
here?
have made that shot.
Oh.
Give him this draw.
So now
For Team Dunstone, you've got 4 in the ring.
Like, what if we move that
just
to
redirect.
full top 4?
What can he do
He can
to steal multiple points here?
Well, it's interesting. He can block the path if he wants.
And it's like,
He
there's
can-
no big steal because he's
He can block
just
the
coming to
path
this,
there
right?
so that they can't
That's
get
why
in.
I wonder if we go, like, our big steal is trying to
See
get
what
him to
Matt
throw
says.
something goofy in here.
Yeah, I didn't mind a little bit more ice for you. Just
Knows is what?
wait years of it. I just try to throw it smooth. Yeah.
It'll be 2.
that?
If he knows it, it's 2. Oh, sorry, it makes the double, yeah. What if we bite the 4?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
So Scott, being in the
Yeah.
4th end,
That
Dunstone
line.
Come to the button.
doesn't have hammer.
Yeah, if we, I mean, again.
Whenever you
even if
have
we
a
get it
chance
steep
to
here, like,
score,
go right to the, so
do you want to take that
can go up
chance?
and out.
You do. You know, in a perfect
Even if
world,
we
you
go
want to
back
score in
in.
even ends.
Well, Yep.
2, 4, 6, 8. You know, in theory, you'll have that hammer, the
think I'd
all
almost
elusive hammer in the
here
8th
Yeah.
and back in
So
though.
we call that a little bit of scoreboard management.
Yeah,
I
I think
know what you're saying.
anything in here.
You know,
is
again, when it
happening.
comes to the
hammer.
strategy,
As long as-
wanting to score, wanting to hold them to 1. In this instance, when you've got so many
Where
rocks
exactly do we need to put it?
in favor
I
of
think
what
you're
you're trying
biting
to
the 4 right
achieve,
here, right?
in their mind, they've got to be thinking, okay, let's try and go for a steal of 2 or 3.
Yeah, this is.
I'd love to see him throw this in-turn draw somehow.
But really, should
You want
they,
to see him throw that, then
where
you're
you
throwing
talked
it, like,
about
somewhere in
by
here.
throwing
He's
a rock
probably going
right
to play
here,
that top
Yeah,
instead.
just to
that
block
would
that
only leave
draw
them
path,
Venture
with
to
basically
guess,
an
but-
angle raise in for 1.
which is a really hard shot. At this, I mean, the level of difficulty is just going to go up that much more.
I don't know.
If we can get
I
this.
think I don't think we can fuck ourselves somehow.
So if
and
they go
leave-
there, all that really leaves them
is a really tough.
Yeah.
is this shot.
That tough tap into
like
the
I
right
think this,
into here.
this
Yep.
pardon me,
right to the.
just
Would
like
leave that tough tap right to touch the pin.
Well, I've
essentially.
achieved a childhood goal by getting to play on the telestrator.
I was going to say, Kyle jumps in for the first time drawing on this bad boy.
okay, bite the 4
My lines aren't as straight,
somewhere in here. That
and I
works.
didn't draw a hot
Like
dog
bite
this
half the
time, so
fourth
I
of here?
can't get in trouble for that.
Not even because it's just
If they could get it right on the C of the Astec, everybody gets a.
Looks like they keep talking about the raise off the one in the top of the 8-foot.
Everybody's
where to
chipping
put-
in.
where should we
Now,
put like
Ryan and EJ don't have
different
mics
line
on,
to
so
play
you
that
can't
shot.
hear them.
It's a different line to play that shot.
It's not sold
Right?
on how to make it.
Into that one.
I have no doubt that Matt probably used that word in the chat.
Yeah.
You want to be top 8?
This is Colton Lott has tapped
I think
on
right
that
beside
Astec
it's
C
good,
right
even
there.
if
This is the 3rd time.
Yeah.
He wants it just right there, just a little hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think right on the C is really good.
In the words of Don Cherry, don't read lips, people. Don't read lips.
You're going to get a ton of audio. These guys mic'd up, the thirds and the skips.
And I'm not going to apologize for it.
Sometimes it's a bathroom break, sometimes it's an F-bomb. That's part of live curling. And a big shot from Dunstone.
Just trying to take this in-turn draw path away completely from the McEwen
Trying to
team.
take the path away. Trying to score multiple points in a steal. Matt Dunstone settling in for his final rock here in 4. As said in the chat, this could be a huge momentum changer in the game. Matt Dunstone.
Line's good.
Line's great.
You can keep it out there a bit.
Line's great.
With
Hard
his
line.
final rock.
Hard.
Trying to take that path away.
Oh, we're light.
But he's definitely
curl?
light.
No.
No, he's gonna.
No doubt about it.
That really ground in.
And a little bit of an over curl.
Maybe a bit of a gift there for McEwen, Scott, and Kyle, or do you still has a path here to the button?
Lets him off the hook.
Yeah,
a bit. He's going to have a clear path on that in-turn to just touch the forefoot for a score and end this end.
Get out of this.
Get out of this end, yeah.
No sweat.
McEwen is going to take that wide path to get in. A little more ice that we take.
No sweat.
A little more ice we take, a little more curl we'll get.
All right, Mike McEwen.
Happy to take a single at this.
Facing 4.
I didn't mind the throw.
Yeah, Scott as a skip. Like staring down this, looking at what you were looking before that final Dunstone shot.
Yep.
You're happy with the one here, no doubt.
Yep.
Very happy with the one here.
You betcha. I know I would be. Boys were in trouble.
No, it was just gone.
All right.
That drawn.
Trying to find a path. He's got a path. Settling in, going through his final steps. Mike McEwen facing 4. Here in 4. Needing to get a touch of the forefoot. Mike McEwen's final rock.
Clean it.
Just early.
Boys are asking to clean.
Yeah.
Hard line, hard line.
Hard for line.
Hard line.
Colton really starting to dig in.
This
needing the line to hold.
This is coming.
Can he not?
Speed's good.
Oh, no.
He's going to hit the guard, folks.
No. Oh, no. Steal a 4.
Wow.
4, yeah.
A big momentum change in this game as Matt Dunstone has stolen 4 from Mike McEwen here in 4. We will get a message from our sponsors here at the Astec Safety Challenge and another replay after this commercial break.
That spot got bad. Yeah.
At It's Time Promotions, we make your brand stand out. From custom apparel made with precision to headwear that puts your brand front and center, and vinyl decals that make your brand stick. We deliver promotional materials and print solutions that leave a lasting impression. With locations in Lloydminster and Provost, we proudly ship Canada-wide. It's Time Promotions, where your brand comes to life.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting to a changing world. Creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, tax, technology, areas critical to your continued growth and success. All part of the journey, all part of what we do together with you. Because your success is the destination. MNP, wherever business takes.
Back at the Astec Safety Challenge. We are into the back half of the game and the 5th end.
Okay. No,
We've just seen a big momentum shift in the 4th end as Matt Dunstone steals 4 in the 4th to make it a 5-1 game. Lots of comments thinking that this game's over. We're still talking about the Canadian #1 ranked team. This has got a long way to go. Is it an uphill climb? Sure. But Mike McEwen and his team have been in worse places, and they still have a chance to play and win $35,000 here at the Astec Safety Challenge. So, off air, Evan, you asked Scott, what do you do after an end like that? Well, it better be a short mind, and you need to run it out of your mind, and you need to get back to what you do.
Yep.
You just saw a steal of 4. Can you go and get 4 this end? Absolutely you can.
Yeah, I think you got to flush it from your system like any sport. These guys are high-quality athletes. So McEwen, he goes down to the other side and says, another end, another play. We still got rocks. We still got a ton of game. Scott, you were saying now corner guards, now junk it up. Now you're hoping for 2. You're hoping to get away with 3 at some point in this game to have a chance to just whittle your way back at this one.
A 3.
Top 8.
At this end.
Yeah,
for
you
the
want to be
McEwen
full
team
8,
would be
top
great.
4 depth, top 8.
They would love that, an opportunity for that at least to, get them back into this game.
Top 8. Line's great.
Make it a closer scoring affair.
Talk to me.
Well, the one thing about this game, we do think they're superior athletes and that they shouldn't miss, but misses happen.
We're right on you.
Let's go back to the quarterfinal last night.
Should probably just stick to college.
Brett Gushu has an opportunity to basically write his own script into the semifinal today, and he completely misses on a shot that 99 times out of 100 he's going to make. Nicholas Adine capitalizes, finds himself in the semifinal today. So mistakes happen. It's all in how you rebound. And again, these guys go through athletic training, weight training, but they also go through sport and mental training. So they have the resources and the tools to deal with what happened.
That's good.
And we're going to find out how they rebound.
16-1, yeah.
But again, not ideal, but not over.
I love this comment from John on the stream from Curling Zone. He says, personally, I'm subscribing to the theory that McEwen just wanted this game to be marked as an instant classic when he comes back and wins it all.
Absolutely.
That's positive thinking right there.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think, what a great way to think about it. And they have no choice but to think about it.
Yeah, sure.
That's right.
Up 4. Okay. Little tight for line.
All right.
Interesting here. We see
Where we
Dunstone
keep
taking
going
away
for
the
line.
corner guards right
Line's
away.
good.
Everybody plays this
Hard, guys.
a little bit
Hard.
different. You'll see some teams try and
Hard.
line up down the center
Come on,
line. A little different here today.
You're never
Just
off.
take away
You're
all
never
the
off.
corner guards, so it makes it so hard to get around them and it makes them unusable.
Good shot there. Didn't totally bury behind the guard, but
okay.
Yeah.
3 Dunstone rocks in the ring, 2 corner guards out for McEwen right now.
Yeah. We're going to see Kevin Marsh come down and
I'm
just
okay just going right here.
You could, but you could, like.
try and bunt,
The other one, why don't we play the other one? It's easier to get low.
punch it back, tap it back, punch the yellow back,
You're just
and
throwing
stay,
T-weight.
stay right
What
under
about
the
this
guard.
one? It's easier. It's wide open.
Yeah, you got
And it
choice.
curls more, yeah. Like I can make a roll under there.
Yeah.
Like a
Try
like
just tap
that
it to
back
here.
to a pocket.
Lots of talk back
Good
and
call.
forth
Yes.
between the guys,
Yeah.
trying to come up with the right game plan together as a team.
Tap this yellow right beside the other one, create a pocket in the back forefoot.
Kevin settling in and on his way.
Oh, you mean on this one?
Okay, go ahead then. Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This one's moving
Hard.
fast,
Oh,
fellas.
yeah, it's
This one's racked.
Hard.
Boston to the wing.
Hard.
Speed's good.
Hard.
Real good
Got her.
time. Real good
Got her
time
by.
on the watch.
Wow, what
Oh
a
my
sweep there
goodness.
by the boys.
Real good time. Yeah, 13-5. Nice shot.
Good work.
Wow.
Good
Straight peel for now?
work there.
Just straight ripping.
Want to give that a go?
Colton taking a deep breath after that one.
Yeah, let's get an angle on this one if we could.
Look
Just
at
how
this,
close
Jack
this came through.
Abrams.
What
Yeah,
if-
we
what
can
if we
get a
played
front
that?
side view there, Maz crew, right here.
You want to play that double?
Boy, is that close.
Oh,
Nice shot.
great shot.
What a shot.
I think I'm. What?
How impressive is that
don't like this
sweep on
double?
that one? Wow, unbelievable.
Credit to the front end.
Straight peel. Half rock.
Now we're going to see some peel weight coming out here. Eliminate the corners.
Yep.
Dunstone still laying 3.
You know, lots of comments about time clocks, time clocks, time clocks. Rick, you're not wrong that you can put time clocks up, but when it's an event on the World Curling Tour or
Real
any
hard.
big event
Whoa,
in a
whoa.
curling club, you need to have accredited, certified people doing the time work, and those people need to go
Good throw.
and
I
take
don't
the
know what
course and be accredited by Curling Canada. It's not something that you can just put someone like myself in front of a microphone and expect me to handle. It's important that we follow the rules set out by the World Curling Tour, and if we have the right accredited people to do so, we would have those clocks at the event.
Push
So
it here.
if 15 to 20 of you on the chat would like to volunteer to take my course,
Kind of wait, sorry.
you go right ahead, and
wanna
heck,
push
I'll
it
buy
to
the
the back
clocks
12.
myself, and we'll get them out here. But
Yes.
right now, I don't think that's going to be happening next year at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Well, we're gonna see another shot by Kevin Marsh to go to the other side now. Go around the other corner guard. Try to create some opportunity here.
Girl.
Back 12.
Second shot here by Kevin.
Girl.
Back
Girl.
12 weight, looking to tap that one back a little bit, Scott.
Straight.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Got a really good time on this one
Curl.
again. Just trying to get around that corner guard and push that as far
Shot.
as we can. Really good shot by Kevin Marsh.
Shot.
So this for now?
Yeah.
This replay here, you can kind of see the rock
I think
coming
so.
in.
This week, good.
Over curl, get behind as much of that behind the corner guard as we
Like
can.
12-5?
Yeah.
You thought so, yeah.
Really good sweep in there by the guys.
I hit it to the same spot, really. No, I didn't. I hit that deeper.
Okay, so Dunstone with a bit of a control weight hit here, hit the red and continually roll back to the 4 foot.
How about this? Look at this. Love to see it. Big sign out there.
People
Let's
cheering
go,
on Dunstone.
Clean.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Made the live stream. You did it.
Whoa. Clean. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
It's good to see the kids.
Hard on the call.
Big call.
The Harnden boys with a hell of a sweep to get that by. What a great shot there by Colton Lott.
Great sweep.
EJ and Ryan, the Harnden boys back on the brooms together with Team Dunstone. What a shot there by the whole team, everyone contributing to make that one happen.
This replay from Maz Entertainment, if we can just slow that one down, fellas, and just see how tight these guys had.
You're just making this for now?
Maybe an overhead view if you got one.
What a shot.
Right here.
Perfect weight on that shot. I had 11.5 up here.
No.
Nice board weight hit.
Could maybe make
really
it.
Nice roll.
Yeah. There's no way to
Heck of a
freeze
shot
this,
there
so.
from Colton Lott, the third for Team Dunstone. Making life difficult on Mike McEwen here right now. Needs to find some offense here, Scott. What is the play? How is he going to make something happen?
Talking freeze down to this right now. Freeze the back yellow.
Yeah, I think if you just miss it.
Just got to throw the right weight.
Freeze the back yellow.
Yep.
Line those up straight as they can. Make it as hard as they can with the Dunstone team to remove it.
Still an opportunity for your deuce if you're McEwen here at this point?
Yeah, there would be, because it's...
Oh, good, good.
It would be. They're probably going to,
Line's good.
make this
Line's
freeze
good.
first
They're
and then really got to...
Line's good. Line.
They're going to be hitting things as hard as they absolutely can after this.
Hard.
This one's hanging.
Really going hard to get it back.
Hard. Go, 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 go.
Great brush.
Nice shot.
Oh,
really nice shot by Colton.
Just a couple of rocks in a row here. Kyle and Scott were the front end there. They were the difference maker in those two stones.
That is welded. Now,
Absolutely getting your money's worth here with some great sweeping lessons
I think we're nosing it, eh?
by
Really
both
good
of these
sweep
front
here.
ends.
Thinking
The
that?
Marsh brothers
The way you had to.
digging in.
Do what we had to do.
under a huff.
Well,
huff
and look
and
at
puff
that.
breath.
Like you said, Scott, that's
Just like if we plant, like
blasted
where's he going
Oh,
even?
Absolutely
It's either
welded.
that or we heading
rock
wrong
to
front.
the other.
Like the only, no, see,
That's not good. And he's coming
And
off.
Mike to have the presence of mind
It's
to say, you
probably
know what,
dead
you can
plant,
lock
right?
it on
Yeah,
if
it's
you
going right
just get by
No.
that.
Yeah.
And never truer words
Oh, I
spoken.
see.
called it.
okay.
So if we hit this red to
What do you
the
see for
other,
weight?
Probably
might
10-5.
jam on this
Okay.
other yellow on the side. So
Right in the snout.
that's why they're not going to attempt that yet. They're just saying,
10-5?
come down, freeze this right
10-5?
on top, hit this right on the nose with quiet hit weight. Stay shot rock, stay right on top of the red. Important shot here for Colton Lott. Momentum still a
Important
thing
shot. Colton Lott. His second here in 5.
Clean. Easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy. Curl, curl,
Team Dunstone trying to make
curl.
short
Hard
work
curl.
of this game.
Really got to go.
Team
Curl.
McEwen wanting to fight their way back.
Curl.
Another big shot here from Colton Lott.
Oh, nice shot.
Locks it onto that rock on the button.
Really good shot.
So hard.
10-6.
You see, now he can't really. Like, no.
10-6 or
down.
hog to
Release
hog
it a
hit
little
weight on
bit.
that. Nice control weight just to stay absolutely on the nose.
Great touch.
Really
Precision, skill,
We're gonna release this a bit.
communication between the teams.
just stay
You're
just
seeing it
slightly
all on
high.
action right now in the final here at the Astec Safety
Hey,
Challenge.
like what kind of weight though?
You want to just come down and just move
Back
this
12?
a little.
Back line, yeah.
Shooter to here. This one back.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna end up.
Never be more than 2.
Just unlock it. Leave a bunch of reds hanging around. You know, it's not what we
Yeah.
make, it's what we leave.
Try to push it right here. Stay on 2/3 of it.
Okay. So we're going to want to stay on 2/3. 2/3 high.
Like over here? Just try to get rid of that.
Well, he comes off that, right?
Yeah, like
One option.
rolling it towards that one, right?
Colton's going to come down and take a look.
Staying high is ridiculous.
I guess if you could release it, stay right here. There's a chance this.
Listen to Mike
right?
and Colton here. Try and figure out their next shot. And Scott can.
If they come down right to that yellow, over curl a bit. Again,
you want to go right to
almost,
that.
That's a good call there by Colton.
Well, in order to get a rock
right
to there,
down, right down here to here with your red.
Yeah,
I think
unlock
you need, like,
the
back
back.
line.
At least, I think.
Because the yellow that's froze to that red's not going to
Yeah, here you got to unfreeze that yellow.
unlock.
Yeah.
Back.
It was just
It's
it was
almost
just constant
adjust
curl the
through.
whole way down the sheet.
Get to like a third.
Okay.
We hadn't come
It's good
close
to Colton
doing
went
anything
down,
like
get
that.
everybody
Yeah,
on the same
third
page
is
here.
good. Yeah, third back line.
So that was a Colton-led shot, or was that what McEwen was seeing as well?
Right?
I think you just had to sell it a little bit more.
So come on down, talk to the skipper.
I've got a third man who'll do the same thing to me. Come down and try and sell it a little better. And well, this is what I'm seeing. And sometimes if the player's seeing that, let him throw it.
Let him throw it, make the shot. You want
it? Let him throw it. So.
Just back 8.
Flash.
Back 12.
Curl.
Back line.
12. Straight.
Back 12.
This is really, this should curl pretty hard in this spot.
Hard.
Now it's starting to curl.
Whoa.
The Marsh
Curl.
brothers digging in.
Curl.
Really good shot here,
Big
guys.
sweep
Go,
again.
Kev. Go. Nice shot.
Really good shot.
What a shot there.
Yeah, tremendous shot.
By Colton Flash.
Yeah. Shot. Yeah.
So Scott, as a skip, and played in Briars and provincial playdowns. Do you want that communication from your team when they don't agree, or do you appreciate as a skip, hey, it's my call?
No, you want it from your team. You want as much clarity out there as you can get, guys. And the clearer it is for all 4 members of the team, we just know that everybody's all in. This is what we're doing. I think that crystal clear communication that you can get with all 4 members is so much easier to play.
Confidence on the shot too, right?
Absolutely.
Everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, as long as we get to splitting center. Yeah.
Now what are we seeing? Scott Manners?
I don't know. Pretty good shot, I think. If he wants to double those reds, Matt Dunstone is up 5-1. I think if you wanted to double reds, it'd be pretty good. Make as many reds go away as you can. It's just a process of elimination now.
Well, when you're leading by 4, obviously making rocks go away is key. Less amount of scores, the better.
He might consider hitting and rolling to the center on this as well. I know that was, I didn't hear the last consensus there from Matt, which is fine. We'll see what he leaves. Looks like a nice board weight hit here.
Whoa.
Pardon me, control weight.
Clean.
Matt Dunstone.
Clean. Yep.
He is trying to hit and roll.
Yes.
Weight, peel.
Hard.
Big brush here, fellas. Big brush here.
He underthrew that a little, but I mean, it rolled to
roll.
a really good spot.
Great shot. Locks it on that red one.
Oh, that's not going
Matt
anywhere,
Dunstone's making that scoring area look very small.
If I
now.
Might as well miss that one.
Another shout out to Scott. The soft-spoken commentator is fabulous. So enjoying listening to him. Well,
thank you.
When you have as much experience in the game as Scott does, we appreciate having him up here. I'll never forget the run you had at the Briar. It was one of the best weeks of my life. Having working at the club that year and having the party we had before you guys went off, and then being at the event, and that being in Saskatoon, and the big chant of "Mind Your Manners" going on in the rink. That was fun.
A lot of special moments in my curling career, Kyle, for sure. None bigger than that. So, real special
it was a big moment for everybody in Lloyd.
It was great
to cheer you on, and we're so happy to have Scott up here joining us during this broadcast. In the semifinal, him and Ryan Dice both played in this event this year. We're given their highlights on the Dean Dunstone game, and then a local Lloydminster legend, Daryl Hanley.
See, I might throw it harder.
And I were on the other one, and just so you know, Daryl and I had more viewers, but.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Snuck that one in there on
Daryl
you.
and I had a little more viewers.
Right?
Just a
Built you
7.
up and just shot you down.
Gotta get your digs in when you can.
That's right. 2012 was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Let's just all remember that.
But that was a great run. So much fun.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up, Kyle. Really special moment in time for me and my family as well. The curling team at the time, you know, there's lots of changes in this sport. I don't have to tell you guys, you know, how fast they can happen.
Good to see one of your former teammates back. Mike Armstrong was here with Team Nap.
He was, yeah. Played great too. Technically, Mike's been to more Briars than I have.
Yeah, there you go.
He just played great. Missed the back.
Another good shot there
Really
by
good
Mike
shot.
McEwen.
Nice shot.
Finds his way to touching him part of the button.
Well, they've given Dunstone all he can handle this end.
What if we knows? That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, a little bit of an advantage
Well,
here
he's playing this, boys.
for McEwen as he's going to make Dunstone really think about what he can do to try and limit
He's got
McEwen
nothing
to
here
a
for a big
single.
end. Like anything he
Here
does
in
knocks
5.
for 2,
McEwen's
right?
got to find a way to score
'Cause that's-
multiple points here.
Like this is what we're guarding.
And for those of you wondering who Scott is, it's Scott Manners.
He's playing this soft
Thanks,
back
Kyle.
line for 3. That's his shot. He's got shit all in here. Like
That top one's out counting this one too. So.
Okay.
yeah. We're just guarding this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just guard.
Wow.
Guard what's in the house here.
Ooh.
That's, it's
Initially.
max
This would
too
be-
because he's
There was
always
some
either
discussion.
clipping this.
Oh,
To
just
stick his shooter, he's clipping this.
But now we're back to.
To get it through, he's losing it, and we're going to out count there.
Yeah. I think you're right. It's good.
This is the easiest shot, anyways.
See where Matt.
Yeah.
Right where Colton's putting his broom, right
Yeah.
there.
Like mid?
Split
Inside
center.
mid?
What's that?
Protect what's there. Because he doesn't have anything on the other side of the ice to come in and score a multiple. If he'll throw the guard as our
seeing this
best
right?
chance, just hold him to 2.
You like this ice, Matt?
I need less.
It's a good response after giving up 4. Scott
Just
and
gotta
Kyle.
like bite
Yeah.
center line, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely back in the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Make
we're
it as hard
okay
as they
leaving
can
this
for
in.
them to make that draw to. Well, they
The
essentially have to be
intern's
full
probably there, but
forfeit
it's
to
tough.
score the deuce.
Right.
But, you know, if McEwen gets the
hit?
deuce here, on the other hand,
You know, there's no way that intern
2 and a
gets
steal.
for 3. you think?
Absolutely.
2 and a steal, they're right back in it.
That's right.
So we're going to be right there.
Okay, guard this.
Really well thought out by Matt Dunstone this end.
2/3.
I mean, he places the guard. We'll just draw the button. Yep.
All right, Matt Dunstone.
14-5 to T.
With his final rock.
A little light.
Hey, hit it.
Go ahead then.
Line's okay.
Line's good. Line's good.
Just bite
Line's good,
center.
guys.
Easy.
Line's good.
Easy.
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 Whoa.
Easy. Easy.
Line's good.
Oh.
Line's good. Go ahead.
Just bite center. Just bite center.
Yep.
Just bite center. Yep. It's good.
Okay, guard in place.
Shot there.
All right.
So now they're looking at.
Really high guard.
It's probably there.
That is
if
a
Dan
really high
gets
guard
going
for
on
sure.
It.
It is. Just trying to
Yeah.
to score multiple. They could. Still trying to get a 3 here.
Yes, Sludgy.
We can get a shot of the overhead, guys.
I think it's still there.
Maz crew.
Here we go. Scott, how
Oh,
can they
boy.
score 3 here?
This is a circus shot. I don't
circus
know.
shot. Okay.
Trying to
Show us.
just make these yellows go away. That's all you got to do. And miss this.
Right, that just seems.
Yeah.
So you're almost better take your 2 and
Yeah,
hope for
just
the steal in another
absolutely, guys. Just,
Are we in this
you
range?
know, there's nothing. Take your 2.
end. Yeah, this is
you know,
exactly what you need to call
Take
it.
your medicine
Yeah.
and get your 2 and continue onward. So
Yeah, in the chat, everyone asking they don't really see a shot for 3, and
it's really impossible.
neither does Scott, and
Yeah,
It's
let's.
just there.
Yeah.
so definitely needs to score his 2.
Yeah.
Don't chase it.
Yeah, don't take your medicine. You have an opportunity for 2. Take
I
it.
have to wire the guard.
A steal here from Dunstone would just be devastating. So take your 2.
Oh, just there. No, you wouldn't. No. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Oh, I'm trying to see the shot tracer.
Okay.
Mike McEwen.
Trying to get to that.
Yeah,
trying to get to that.
Looking to get to the top of the button.
If we're holding it, it's not going to work.
And push it. I think they're
kind of back 8 on my own.
If they go, they skinny by that high guard, skinny by the rest.
Yeah.
What he needs. Like you could make the free.
They're really going hard for the 3 here. Last rock, 5th end, Mike McEwen.
Mike McEwen, last rock. Here in 5. Looking for 2 or more.
Okay, curl that.
Needing it to curl.
Curl!
Not a lot of brushing so far.
Should
Now
curl.
they need it to go. They need to straighten it out.
Oh, they lost
it.
Wow.
12.5 on that. Terrific weight by Mike McEwen.
Another tough break for Mike McEwen.
Yeah, tough break on that.
But they will take 1 in the 5th end. It's 5-2 for Matt Dunstone. We'll get some messages here from our sponsors at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Let's keep going, stay in it.
Stronger agronomics, better returns, greater peace of mind from pre-seed to post-harvest. You can count on the Victory Canola program to keep you and your farm ahead of the curve. Grow with us at victorycanola.com.
And we're back for 6th end action at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Touch the line,
Presenting
touch the
sponsor,
line.
Wild Rose Pump and Compression. We just saw Mike McEwen get 1 in the 5th. We're into the 6th end. It's 5-2 Dunstone. Dunstone with hammer. People are wondering on the chat, what are these guys playing for? Well, they're playing for World Tour points. Most important part. Yep.
Line's great.
Second most important is the money.
Line's
The
great.
winning team will win $35,000 today. The second place team will make $24,000, which is
Perfect line.
the biggest
14-1.
prize money of any event outside of the Grand Slam, Scott, right here in Lloydminster. So big money on the line for both teams.
just went over a
Obviously,
big
the
bump here,
extra
Mike.
11 grand is important.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like our
What a
rock
great
bounce.
payday for these players. Great opportunity. We're just looking at the ice right now, Matt.
You know where it was?
Scratching the ice.
After the hog line, before?
It was just after the hog
The
line.
rock just might have run over something. We might have had a slight pick on the way in, just a real soft pick.
Looks like we're going to be looking for Darren Moulding to get out here on the ice.
I don't see
Some of you will wonder, yes, Darren was on some of the broadcasts throughout this event, but his main job has been to take care of the ice. And
It's like
99% of the time people have said that it has been, the ice has been fantastic.
Really great week for ice in this arena, Kyle. It's been
Slid
fantastic.
really well.
Lots of curl. The speeds are great.
Feels like it's getting
All right.
Close to a little light.
McEwen's got to throw everything out here.
know if it's
Just got to
Does
go.
it feel?
Got to go for it every shot.
Does it feel a little cooler in here?
And Matt Dunstone's going to do everything he can just to
you really gotta
score
curl
this
it.
end and
Go, go,
keep
go,
that
go, go, go,
strong,
go.
strong lead.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously Matt wants to end it here. Doesn't want to
sure.
continue on.
Pick it
Doesn't
off.
want to leave any holes open. You know, they always
make
kind of
this
talk
roll.
about it in other sports when you've got
What do you
your
guys
chance
like,
to,
hit and roll
to
or
pitch
draw?
a team
I
out,
like
you
the
do
draw
it.
too, just because of where
yeah.
we're
You know, you don't want to let your foot off the gas, even though there's been two tough shots for McEwen in the last two ends. again, you have to stay very much on par with what you're trying to do and stick to the plan. And obviously scoring here would go a long way to possibly putting a nail into this event right now.
Line's good. Sorry, line's good.
Matt's going to do what he can
Line's
to get
great.
his 2. He really is
Fighting
going
for
to, you know, if he can get more than that,
We can't bump.
he's going to,
Well, no, never needs
he's
to.
feeling it. He's going to go for it.
Right to it.
End it.
Needs to stop.
That's his
It's
plan.
trying.
Has to
It's
stop
really
on
close.
Really
Very
nice
nice.
shot here by Ryan
Beauty.
Arnott.
14-3.
Okay.
That's what I got too. I've been lucky today. We get the
Kevin
same
Marsh
time.
settling in now.
Didn't go over
I'm glad
it
when I
then.
get the same times as the
Didn't
players.
go over it there. You must have took it right off.
It feels good.
Yeah, back four.
It's good to be perfect, Scott.
Yeah.
Oh,
And at the end of the day, not only is your timing skills good, but your soothing
we could've
voice
just
is
sheared it right off.
going to get you a contract with either Sportsnet or TSN.
Yeah, guys, I'm just.
I could go along with my farming job. That would
Oh,
go well.
yeah. I think you're into something here, Scott. I'm just following along on the chat behind the scenes. For everybody wondering, Kyle and Scott are your main voices. My name's Evan behind the scenes, but this one comment is just unbelievable. Curling Seb says, that Scott dude could read me the Canadian laws cover to cover every day, and I'd be okay with that.
Scott dude. Scott dude, I have an upgrade.
Yeah.
So.
That's golden.
You know
Thanks
what,
for the
Scott?
compliment.
I think it's time to pack in the farming business.
Yeah, sell the farm.
Sell that to the kids.
Yeah.
And we'll move Russ over at TSN, and you're going in.
He's going on the road.
I don't know, guys. I
Get
really
that contract drafted up today.
I don't know. I really like that farming gig.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun for me. I've been active in that business for 31 years.
Great pair, Pete.
And I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Important job.
Yeah.
It's one of the
How high?
I don't know,
one
Scott.
of the things in this world that I truly love.
Got a
Money
midway.
talks.
He's laughing because he's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it,
good.
folks.
That
Trust
gets
me.
everything. Gets the gears turning. It's great to be in the broadcast booth with these guys. Love the jabs. Love that somebody will say that Scott dude.
Yeah, you'll have to go back and read them. There's lots of love. It's cool.
Curl.
Yeah, it's
Fantastic.
awesome to
Thanks,
see.
guys.
Curl.
Thanks for the love out there. I really
Curl.
appreciate it.
Kevin Marsh
Clean.
with the high guard.
Good.
Everything right now in the middle of the ice. Matt Dunstone looking to get rid of the garbage in front. Doesn't want to have too many rocks in play, obviously. Wants to keep some pass for him to being able to score multiple points and see if he can end this game here in the sixth end.
Multi-cleans.
As the peel is there, and away it goes. EJ Harnden looks to be on par
Think
again.
similar spot, Flash.
Just leaving this scenario for.
Think same area.
Right? It's pretty hard for him. to
Colt
get
Flash
He's gonna nose tap it.
digging in for his first shot here in 6.
Roll on top.
Looking for another high guard here, Scott.
Yeah, they're going to want to keep as much stuff out front as they can. Looking for the a mistake on the Dunstone part. We haven't seen that today, but that's what they're looking for.
Curl.
Anything
Curl.
over on the
Curl.
center line here is going to be great. A little bit higher here for
Curl.
Colton, but
Curl.
you know, I was
Curl. 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 Curl.
I need to think this through. I do have a comment about the rocks and the rocks that they chose for this game. I know Dunstone played the semifinal game on sheet 5 as well, and I'm quite certain he was red.
Yeah.
I know, having hammer opportunity, I thought he might run straight back to the rocks that he knew. And today that didn't happen. In the final, that didn't happen. The yellow zone
Clean. Little bit.
changed up a little. Still worked.
Good.
Still worked for Dunstone.
Looking right now.
They've had a hot hand all week, guys.
He definitely has. He's gone 5-0 to get to this point. He's arguably been the best team on the ice all week statistically, and he's come out of a little bit of a weird run at the end of 2024, but looking to start 2025 off with a win and gain some momentum as they go into the Grand Slam of Curling next week in Guelph. Would like to do it with 35 grand in his pocket, I'm sure.
Darn right he
So, and to ride some momentum, right? A lot of these teams are going to be in Guelph.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the Grand Slam of Curling schedule, but I wouldn't doubt that these guys are going to see each other within the very few days. So, again, great opportunity for these guys to head off to the Grand Slam with a really good momentum in their pocket right now.
Yeah.
Matt Dunstone again going to peel off that high guard.
Yeah, they're going to keep it really simple here, guys. They don't want to take any chances. They have 3 up with Hammer playing 6. They're not supposed to be in there.
Yep. We're gonna play it with the in.
The Dunstone
so
team,
it kind of pumps it this way a little
Good.
bit more.
Hitting is the very easy style for them to play and keep it clean on the front and just keep it simple from here on in.
Wow.
So if you're a McEwen team, Scott, I mean, yes, down, clock, scoreboard management down.
Yep.
But you got to keep the game, right? Like the game is still the game.
It is.
And
it's actually
there might be a chink in the armor. I mean, you both just talked about how lights out Dunstone has been, but still human beings here. So the game continues. You can't count it out until the last rock thrown or till handshake. So they're going to deliberate and let's listen in.
Like
I like the first little call they made here. Just like, hey, why can't we just
actually it might.
tap this back?
Yeah.
Shooter right here, is that bad?
We're always playing the double. Any double we can find.
No. He'll just do this. Ugh. I don't see.
Yeah, we're coming into the house now. So.
I see this being a super easy double. Well, yeah, but you're in that half.
What's Mike thinking here, Scott?
Well, they know they want to push a red in. It's just a matter of which one.
You can stuff it on there and get it to spin just right on.
Tap to freeze. That's what Colton and Flash are discussing this right now.
Well, I was thinking this.
Yes, sir.
He's just,
if we move it, how far do we move it?
This flies for fun, though. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Yeah.
Important moment in the game.
He hasn't made all his big league shots.
Trying to find a way to steal some points and
it's that or
gain some momentum in the game for
we're still
either way.
Team McEwen.
An easy double then for him, right? Just
yeah.
Well.
Yeah, that's why you want to get it out of there.
Actually, if it's side by side, Kev, like this is going to be slightly lower.
Just trying to get that angle right for the tap.
Yeah.
Like just taking a little bit of time.
You can't fire this one because it's coming there, right?
Like this one seems to be the best because then just like it's a crappier angle.
Nick on the chat talking about some big news upcoming. Nick, hey, I think it'd be great to break that news here at the Astec Safety Challenge.
Put it right there.
Feel free to put it in the chat.
And that's when you just blast the
Let's see what that news is.
Blast it where?
They know they want to push the red on the center
line.
line.
If you tap this, just move it a little bit.
Give that a little nudge.
Stay right here. This one's lower.
And Nick, if you're announcing that Scott's coming to your team to do announcing,
it's probably
I'm going to be hurt that you didn't tell us before this broadcast.
That actually might be good.
You know how to make, we know that intern.
Thank you.
Like right here.
Yeah.
Mike sees this angle quite clearly now. Just taking a little extra time. They will.
I think it's worth it.
High quality shot here. Is
so you're throwing around here?
Yeah, it's got to be back 8.
Back 8 weight.
Still moving pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Evan.
Back 8.
Mike McEwen settling in for his first.
Yeah, it's slower.
Here in 6.
High 13 now. Yeah, so it's kind of dropped a half second now. So I'm looking at the ice here. Yeah, I think that's still max for the top. Hairless.
After a couple missed shots, Scott, do you start to question your call, the ice? What's going through your head right now for Mike?
Just little things like that are creeping in. You know you're in tough with the Dunstone team here. You know you're down 3. You know you don't have Hammer at 6. It's all those. The sports psychology's really got to kick into high gear right now.
Yeah. Whoa!
They really want to. I don't know why this hung. It's 12-2 I got on my watch. A little hotter than he wanted to be, but second shot rock.
2/3.
In a decent spot.
Move some things around. Second shot rock.
Boom, boom. Matt's going to want to do that.
Yeah,
Dunstone looking at the double here.
Yep.
He doesn't really have a
Hit the
triple.
rock on the outside
Can
of
we
the
get a little
8-foot
thick
first.
on it and try and spin it up a bit?
Well, that would be the best.
Even if we
And
roll
then-
frozen on it.
Right? Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
trying.
it's 2/3.
Not worried about a triple. Let's just
No.
make this double.
Yep.
Little less than inside middle.
Yeah, because I gave you middle last time.
Didn't do a thing.
lot.
Didn't do.
Yeah.
Trying to get the
Half
double
rock
lined
gets
up
it.
to have that rock sit
Should.
top
It might
four
slide down
after
a
the
little bit,
double.
though.
Top
Okay.
four splitting that center line right there, Kyle. So
Just a little
That
bit.
half is fine.
hit
Got the
underneath.
right angle on
You want to hit
this.
about 2/3 to get a little bit of a spin up.
Okay.
Thick half.
Yep. Make sure we make the double.
You always want to hear that from your third. Thick half. And then you know as a thrower,
Pardon
you
me?
know exactly what I need to do. Just a little
You
extra
want less?
reassurance.
Little less, Colt. Yep. Let's go after it.
This is going to be thrown hard.
Matt Dunstone settling in for his first shot in the sixth end. Same process every time.
Yeah.
One last deep breath. Seeing the shot before he throws it.
It's been great to see these skips take their time in the hack and really make sure that everything is dialed in.
Matt
Whoa.
Dunstone
Yep.
on the way.
Well.
Yep.
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 This is still curl.
Looking for the
Called him
shot. There it is, the hit and roll.
Nice shot to lay three.
Colton trying to get that
Very
red one out.
nice.
Won't be able to, but what a great shot there from Matt Dunstone.
Yep.
I don't think I can get them all.
As we watch the
Very good.
replay here.
Really
Just gotta
good shot.
stuff this right here, get those spinning right.
Great line call, great shot.
Boom.
I don't think I can wire.
Plant
Great
right
result.
there. Really good shot.
There's no triple there.
As
eh?
right now,
if he
Team
misses the back
Dunstone
one.
sitting 3. Listening to Mike and his team.
Try and eye up that triple.
Can I hit this thin enough onto this to get that spinning out? No.
Did you say whoa at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh. I don't even think that's there. That's not even their flash. Like, well, to get this out and touch this. No.
I don't think you can either.
Not sure they
Just
can make the
enough
triple.
space above.
That's the discussion right now. Just can't get by the top red.
Well, at this point,
I can't get
it's
this back
5-2.
one.
You don't have the hammer.
One rock left.
Just a lot of good things happening right now.
Yeah.
All the good.
I don't have enough
Do you
room
take a risk?
to make it.
You know,
houses are
it
just-
might not be the best gamble, but if it hits and it pays off, and you're
Well,
sitting
if I
with
make it, it's
Nothing.
the opportunity to try and steal.
Lay two. Play it.
Again, worst case
Well,
scenario,
you
they
have to
want
get
to
it onto
force
here.
1. Then they're trying to get 2 or 3 and 7 and steal their way in 8 to get this game tied up.
Why is that not possible?
But
Even if you,
you know,
It's
you got
that,
to
or
start
I'm
thinking of
putting it here.
you know, high risk, high reward. You want to get back into the game. Mike McEwen's trying to figure out what way that's going to be. Getting input from everybody. Scott's got the draw.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah,
guys.
because he's got enough room
Try this
here.
again.
A little bit of fact finding in the chat that these two teams
I don't know
won't
why
play
you're
in the round
going.
robin at the Ground Slam of Curling. Thank you for looking that up. We really
This is
appreciate
the
that.
issue.
But these two teams will definitely, you know, with the way they're playing, meet in the playoffs at some point.
It's that, or
next
do you
week.
think I could draw right here? Would he be able to out bump it?
The draw is absolutely there.
Lots of discussion.
No, he's gonna put a
Draws
bump
there, we're
for 2.
playing nose double.
Put it right here.
Yeah, never.
This is debatably not
I
there.
hope he plays this slash.
Yeah, Mike's not liking the run back
It
so
might be
much.
there.
Yeah, I think I heard him say, fellas, this
like
is
the draw?
debatably not there.
Okay.
So
That's that. So he's going to draw.
Slashing, it's dragging this way, so I think it might always.
It's got to be frustrating for the McEwen team.
Oh.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it from here.
Still pulling it.
All right. Mike McEwen with his last rock here in 6.
It might be an intern draw to the edge, eh?
Oh yeah, like
Trying to limit the scoring zone for Matt Dunstone and his team from Manitoba.
Get a time on this, see if there's any changes here in the 6th end. See, make sure draw weight speeds have stayed the same.
Line call is good. Now it's all about the weight. Curl's starting to come now. Trying to drag it right on top of that rock. And he does. What a shot there by Mike McEwen.
That's a really good shot.
Yeah, you can bump into ours.
Don't know if there's any way to make that rock go away. But if somebody's going to know, it's going to be Scott.
That was a terrific shot by Mike McEwen. That's hard to do.
Yeah,
that'd be for 3. Doesn't
nice
matter.
touch.
Just wondering which one's easier.
Just squeezed it right in there.
Easier?
Look at this.
That's that
hard sweeping to finish.
Okay, we got to get a little.
Just a
right
little
on the
squeeze
nose.
underneath.
Yeah.
Great sweep in there by Dan.
And you're gonna tap this. This is gonna push over a little bit too.
Right on the nose. This is like that similar line.
Yeah.
Like we had there.
Yeah, that is cool news in the
I
chat,
give you-
Nick.
I think it was just a hair.
So this isn't big news, but in Guelph Friday night, we will live stream a draft where the
spot is a
top
little
4
bit
teams
better than
will
when
pick their
we did
quarterfinal
tonight.
opponents.
Just
That's a
throwing
neat
back
way to
eight.
do the quarterfinals. A draft
back 4
to pick who
back
you want to
eight,
go
back eight
against.
should be fine.
That'll create some rivalries in those games too. What a
more than
cool
that,
way
though.
to determine the quarterfinal games where it's not based on
very similar to that
where you finish in the event and world ranking points and all that good stuff. A draft. So you know what, Nick? I'm going to be glued in now next week for that. That's pretty cool news. Awesome to see. What a neat way to create some fan engagement next week.
We're going to see Matt Dunstone come down here and tap his own rock up and score a 2. He's not going to want a lot of extra weight on this. He just wants to make sure he scores a multiple. He gets 2 here in 6. That's exactly what he wanted.
Matt Dunstone with his final rock here in 6.
Clean. Yep.
Wanting to close this game out right now.
Where's it?
Room,
Easy.
guys.
Clean. Clean.
Ryan
Yep.
and EJ Harmon on the sweep.
Clean.
Colton Lott
Yep.
on the call.
Yep.
Hard.
Calling for it hard.
Right to it.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Trying
going.
to make something happen here for 2.
Oh, nice shot.
What a shot there by Matt Dunstone.
2.
Scott, is it 2 or is it 1 for Dunstone?
Oh, that's 2. Yeah, that's 2.
Yeah.
2 yellow.
Hey, good job. Sweep.
2 yellow for Matt Dunstone.
Good sweep, guys.
As the decision is looming. We're not going to cut to a break yet. The decision's looming.
Oh, here we
And
go.
it looks like we're going to get handshakes.
Handshakes here in 6.
It's a 7-2 victory for Team Matt Dunstone at the Astec Safety Challenge.
What a great game we had today. Good final.
Big smiles from Team Dunstone.
Oh,
there.
look at him. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Didn't lose a game. The hot hand of
Undefeated.
Team Dunstone. Undefeated.
That
Here at the
feels
Astec.
good.
All right, everyone, we will take a quick break before we get to the trophy presentation live online. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Stay tuned and watch the rest of the trophy presentation as the teams are going to get ready here for that. Huge thank you to the team from Groovy Productions and Maz Entertainment. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much. Scott, Evan, lots of fun. We'll wait for the tournament presentation, but what a game.
Yeah, I appreciate you fellas. I'm going to run down there and grab some pictures and just soak it all in. And Scott, always a pleasure. Kyle, always a pleasure. And hopefully run this one back in a year from now.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Take care, fellas.
Thanks, Evan. Thanks, Kyle.
The official soundtrack to Canada's only border city, 1061 The GOAT. Stay connected with mylloydminsternow.com. The GOAT. Everything that rocks. 1061 The GOAT.
Hey Ben, what's the Astec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be AstecSafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Astec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Astec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Should I be selling right now? I gotta get a bigger place. What's my house worth? What do you think?
What's my house really worth?
Do we need to renovate?
That's pretty good. How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
Don't worry. I can take the guesswork out of it.
Presenting sponsor, Wild Rose, is here. Rod Wild is with us today. And our champions for the week and undefeated week, Team Dunstone. And maybe, Matt, we'll get you to just say a few words about the week and talk to some of our fans and sponsors and overall undefeated week and say a few words for our people.
Sure.
Sweet. Let the mic cut out, boys.
Bill's getting another mic. Bill's getting another mic going. There we go. Here we go. We'll do it right here. I got her. There we go. Okay, there we go.
Check, check. Good to go. First and foremost, want to thank the City of Lloydminster for hosting us. Also want to thank you guys for having much better weather this year in comparison to last. You guys put on a phenomenal event, one of the best in the world. Huge thank you to Astec Safety for putting this on. You know, I know how much goes into putting stuff like this on, and you guys do a hell of a job. So thank you for that. I got some more. Yeah. I also want to give a shout out to Darren Moulding and his ice crew. We've had some success on Darren's ice this year, so we might have to hire him as a full-time ice maker for our team and just follow us around the world. So thanks to Darren and his crew putting in long days. We obviously heard the story with the club prior to the event. So I mean the amount of hours that had to go in to actually make this happen and have ice, it's really appreciated. Two more thank yous. I want to thank the fans, volunteers, everybody who came out to watch, everything that you did for the event to help it run, cheer us on. And thanks to my team. Hell of a week, boys.
So I want to call on the team, the management team from Astec, and Rod Wild, our presenting sponsor, to present this check for $35,000 to Team Dunstone. Get in the picture. Yep. And if Rod, if you and Alan will grab the trophy and present it to these guys, we'll put this check down because this trophy's pretty heavy to put over your head.
Okay, we'll go over here.
There you go. There you go. Oh no, I'm not in this one. There we go. Congratulations again. Undefeated week. On behalf of the organizing committee, thank you very much for your participation. We hope you'll be back next year. Thank you very much.
Awesome. That's it. Wow.
Thanks for doing that, Kyle.
That was
I
fun.
enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
Yeah, it was good. Lots of comments. Wow.
Hey Ben, what's the Astec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be AstecSafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.